Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Battleground Games Live. Hi,
Hello.
guys. Hello. We are in the loft at Abington Battleground Games and Hobbies in Abington, where every Friday, except last Friday,
Massachusetts.
Abington, Massachusetts. Yes. Is there another Abington? I'm sure there are.
There's another
Abingtons.
Quincy.
There's most definitely.
Yeah.
I'm well aware there's another Quincy.
Yeah, I know there's Quincy,
Illinois.
Ohio, Illinois. Anyhow, I feel like this has gotten shifted.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
It's all good.
So, yeah, we missed last week
Yeah.
because we were at PAX, and sorry, we really missed you guys.
Yeah.
We missed our stream.
We
So
very much wanted
it's
to stream.
Good to see you
It
again.
we were
it's
very
good to be
busy.
back. Yeah, it was quite a time. We had a lot of fun.
I keep yawning. I'm very tired still.
Well, I mean, PAX. So
Yeah.
we're mostly recovered now. I have my voice back.
Yeah.
Which is really good. You
Which is
had your
nice.
voice back mid-pack.
It's weird. So on Friday, I lost my voice.
Honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Friday, I lost my voice. I had no voice at all. I was
Wow.
really raspy. And then on Saturday, on Friday night, Amanda got me tea with honey.
Yep.
Thank
we
you,
were
Amanda.
So we were hanging out in the Otis meeting room.
Oh, should we
in
introduce
the West
ourselves
End.
for new
Yeah,
viewers?
we probably should.
Hey,
Yes.
for anybody
Hi.
new who's viewing us, I know we have Mac OS 71 who followed us. I think Master Chick 4 is downstairs.
Downstairs right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, for folks who are joining us for the first time, my name is Andrew. Hi, guys. And I have been on just about every one of these streams now. I've missed like one or two.
Hey everybody, I'm John Toomey. You can find me at the Disgruntled GM Podcast at the disgruntledgmpodcast.com. We're also on iTunes. I've been here trying to be roughly every time.
Yeah, you're going to
Been
miss
here a
next
lot.
week.
I will
You'll
miss
be
next
here
week.
this week.
But yeah.
And I'm Amanda. I'm his wife. And
I'm the lucky one.
I play a lot of these board games. I think I've only missed a couple of streams. I missed the Sentinels
Yeah.
night because I had to go to a retirement party, but I brought Andy delicious cake that night, so I feel like it was all worth it.
Yeah, it was.
I also got
fun.
some plants out of the deal, centerpieces. I also paint on stream, alternating Fridays and Saturdays. I painted this morning, or this afternoon, and finished off the figures for tonight's game. So we're going to be playing the Dark Crystal board game, and not only are these painted and finished, they are varnished.
Very
I
nice.
actually managed to seal
They're
them.
good to go.
So,
you have one small
They're
detail
a
you want to fix.
tiny bit stinky.
So
little bit of
before we get to the
varnish
figures and
fumes
showing
on them.
off the game, which is gorgeous.
It's
Yes.
This is so nice. I can't wait
feels
to show
very
it off to
thematic.
you guys. Before we get to that, we were going to talk a little bit about PAX.
Have a little bit of PAX.
We
PAX
missed,
conversation.
the stream because
PAX
I brought a whole bunch of streaming equipment with me.
Yeah, we had a big bag full
Yeah.
of stuff.
And we were like, sure, on Friday we'll just do a quick stream. We were thinking of maybe doing
use,
Magic
like-
Maze.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it doesn't require any voice.
And so we were like, we'll do a quick stream on Friday. And then, oh man, I forget how incredibly busy.
The thing is, you don't stop
PAX
moving
is,
during
yeah.
PAX.
Yeah.
And this is something that you need to actually remember to look at the clock every once in a while. Every once in a while, I would like take out my phone and be like, oh yeah, it's 4 o'clock. It is 7:30.
I remember, Amanda, at one point you saying to me, we should break for lunch soon. And I looked at my watch and it was like 3 in the afternoon. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, we probably should break
Yeah,
for
lunch.
lunch soon. Sure.
So yeah, things tend to move faster than you think. And
Yeah.
before you know it, it's like 10 p.m. and you really need to sit down, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time on our feet. The demo tables in the booth are standing room only, and that's because we've got a lot of stuff on the shelves. We got a lot of people in the booth, and we don't want to take up a lot of space with chairs, so we stand a lot of the time. And man, will that kill your feet. So you do need to take breaks. We have snacks in the booth for the staff, but we don't have like meals. So you got to go eat. You got to go get some water. You got to go take a break and stop talking for a few minutes. So whenever we took breaks, it wasn't to stream. It was to like catch our breath.
Recharge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grab something to eat, shove some food in our mouths, and then like sit in silence for about 10 minutes before like taking a little bit of a walk just to be able to move and then get back to demoing. I demoed Fallout solid until the night we left maybe around like 8 p.m. I feel like Friday night. And by the time we got back on Saturday it was gone, or maybe Sunday. It was gone. We only had 3 copies when I left the booth, and I had been demoing it pretty solid since we opened.
And kudos to John, who sold us out of 5-minute dungeon before noon on
gone
Thursday.
In
what
minutes.
happened? We had a significant quantity.
We did.
It wasn't something we were short on.
I want to say we had maybe 15 to 20 copies of that, something around there.
5-minute was something I had seen, and I thought it would be like the perfect thing to demo since it is 5 minutes,
easy.
and it applies to everybody. It's really fun just to get in there and everyone's helping out. We even sold my copy.
Yep.
Yeah,
really
your
cool.
personal copy we sold. We'll get you a replacement. Check.
No doubt. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and that was probably my proudest moment working
separating
in.
the decks out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, mainly my pack experience was I was trying to help as much as I could, but I did have friends, and we did manage to have some fun while we were up there too. So that was pretty cool.
Good.
But by Sunday, man, I feel like I earned my ticket on Saturday because Saturday's the day I pretty much try to stay in the booth as much as possible. I met some fun people. I feel like I paid my dues because my demo was the first half Splendor.
Yeah.
I'm not I did well with it, I think, but I'm not a fan of Splendor personally. So,
but you did the work.
I did do the work. I did do the work. And after that, after that though,
amazing.
I got to demo Ethnos.
Awesome.
And
I'm so happy
Ethnos,
you got a chance to do that.
Ethnos proved to be a good sell for a few people.
That's
which is pretty
definitely a
good.
game you need to see because
That's
if you
the
look at the
thing.
box,
You
you're
wanna
like,
see
this
it
is
in
so
action.
bland looking.
Yeah.
I even tried to describe it to some people, and I couldn't really
You
sum
can't
it up in a
explain
great
it in
way.
a way that makes it sound cool, but when you play it, you're like, oh, this is actually really cool. This is really
No
fun.
stuff.
As you may have seen if you watched our stream 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks
Yes.
ago today, we played Ethnos on stream.
That was a
Yeah,
lot
it was a
of
good
fun.
time.
So
What I found really cool was a lot of people enjoyed different aspects of the game.
Yeah.
Some people like the fantasy. I had one guy specifically say, I love this because it played so fast.
Yeah.
You could feel the flow of it. And then I had a party of guys. At one point, I had like 7 people at my table, and we all played a full game of Ethnos.
Yeah.
And I managed to sell them like 2 copies, which was awesome.
Nice.
That was a lot of fun.
We like that.
Yeah,
So-
so I spent a lot of time with dexterity games.
Yes.
I spent a lot of time with Meeple Circus, which we've played on stream.
Oh my god,
Yep,
Meeple
and
Circus
it was
was
great fun.
And so what was really great about demoing Meeple Circus is that we had brought a big speaker that we use as a loudspeaker downstairs.
Yeah.
And
I
Andy
had my
was
phone and the store iPad.
Yeah.
had it
hooked to
sending the music to a big speaker so we could actually hear the music, and that made people you'd hear the music and be like, where's that coming from? And then you'd see the circus set up and people with little elephants and stuff, so that was awesome.
And then we played a ton of Suspend.
Which
Chase
is
actually
so
asked me to do that. He was like,
Suspend.
we need to move some of this Suspend. I was like, okay.
We can make that happen.
So the great thing about Suspend, and this is sort of what you had
Yeah.
with Ethnos, is you get a group of people. Sometimes they're complete strangers. You want like 4 people playing. And we've tried playing Suspend a couple of times on stream, and we discovered if you put like a black backdrop, it
we
looks pretty
actually,
good.
I think the next time we try it, and I would like to do it again, I'd like
Yeah.
to do like a night of dexterity stuff.
Sure.
Like just
Flip
a dex
chips.
night.
Oh my god.
I will get to flip chips in a
Flip
moment.
chips.
Flip chips.
Rhino Hero was mine thing.
Okay.
I did not get a chance to
I didn't
try
get
out
the chance
Rhino
to
Hero.
play that.
I
Yeah. Do you have a
suggested that
demo
one.
copy?
I
It's
suggested
like-
that one.
yeah.
My friends and I played it the night before, and it was one of the more funny things we've done. Because the game's cool in one aspect for me, really. Either one player wins, or everyone else but one player wins, which is a lot of fun.
So, but what we found is that putting a black backdrop behind Suspend definitely should. Andy and I discovered that during the Nor'easter when we streamed from our living room.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that low res, low tech
Hey,
stream.
it
was fun.
did the job that
was
night.
fun.
It was fun.
It
It was
worked.
a good time. But I played Fallout a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did. Yeah, you
And
did.
then I played Harry Potter.
Yep.
And a little bit of a harder sell because it's been out for a while.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I think a
we
lot
sold
of
out
people
of the
who are Harry
expansion.
Potter fans already have it.
That's
So
cool.
that was good. And then I demoed Flip Chips.
That's awesome.
So in honor of our friend
Flip your
Travis,
chips.
16
Yes.
Angry Bears, I made sure to demo flip ships. I demoed flip ships for probably the latter half of Sunday.
Yeah.
Or for the majority of Sunday, really, I demoed flip ships.
That's cool.
And people had a lot of fun playing it.
Yeah, those games that are a spectacle, where you get like
Yes.
a crowd and people are cheering,
And
those are the
definitely
most fun.
having someone standing at the end of the long table, taking aim and flipping and seeing it land and having everyone cheer when it lands and takes out a bunch of ships that's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
So we had a really good time. We only lost 2 ships under the shelving, and we did retrieve them.
Yeah,
so
that
it was
was cool.
all fine.
Oh man.
So yeah, that was a good time. We had a really, really good time.
PAX.
So
It was really
PAX
cool.
is fantastic.
PAX was amazing.
But we did not get a chance to stream.
We did not
Yeah.
get a chance. We did
That's
a lot of other things.
What I was going for when we started this long tangent
Yeah.
was
As you
we did
can
not get to
tell-
stream because we were busy.
We did a lot
Yeah.
of other stuff, and not everything was at the booth. Andy and I had some really fun times away from the booth as well.
Yeah.
Met some folks. We met a streamer we follow.
That's cool.
And she was super chill. I met a cosplayer that I've admired online for ages, and she saw me coming and asked for a photo of the Hanar
That
hat.
was amazing.
Oh, that's so cool.
And she was in her Commander Shepard armor at the
Awesome.
time. And I had been hoping to meet her because she does the Commander Shepard thing, and she was coming towards me as we were coming back to the booth.
That's so cool.
One day, and I had poked my head into the diversity lounge thinking, maybe she'll be there. I had sort of peeked as we passed, and I didn't see her. And then we saw her, and she saw us, and she was like, "Oh, I need a photo." And I was like, "But I need a photo with you."
Yeah.
So that
so
was
cool.
a fantastic meeting, and we went to game show night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which was super fun.
That's cool.
Game show night's always a good time. Hosted by Susan Arendt, formerly of
Yep.
The Escapist and Joystick, currently the editor-in-chief of Gene Online, which is a
Cool.
website about magician stage magic. Which
And
is
she
really
just
cool.
launched a new site.
That's right.
Yeah. What's it called? It's
I
editing
am
for
blanking.
video games.
Yeah.
Where they'll
She's
edit the
just-
text in your game.
Susan is
So
super cool.
she's- yeah.
I am very, very, very honored to count her as a friend, which is really cool.
That's awesome.
And the coolest thing that happened to me in the booth was during a demo of Fallout. During a demo of Fallout, one of the people I was demoing with mentioned, he was like, "Oh yeah, I don't want to set the world on fire."
And everybody started singing.
Everyone around the table started singing.
That's
Everyone
so
we were
good.
demoing with all started singing "I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire." And we sang through the entire song, including the spoken word bit, and finished up, and all of us were like,
Yeah.
"That was really cool." And the guy who had started out saying it was like, "This is amazing to be around people that get it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that like are of like mind with
I hope
myself."
they ended up getting the game because it is a great
Yeah.
game.
I believe
The
they
Fallout
did.
board game
Yeah.
is awesome.
So yeah, and that was a lot of fun. So yeah, that was one of my most amazing moments at PAX, was having this spontaneous ink spot
Sing-along.
sing along
Yeah.
Amazing.
the
That's
booth
cool.
while demoing the game. It was perfect. So yeah. And now that I'm home,
Yep.
I this afternoon finished up the Dark Crystal figures
Yes.
Just in time.
just in time.
Perfect.
They're
Okay,
freshly
on stream.
varnished.
Shall we show them off on stream?
Let's show them off. Yeah.
All right, I'm
Here.
going to switch
I'm handing them over to
Zoom
you.
camera
I believe
here.
these were already just
So this here is one of the pieces of the game.
Yep.
We'll talk about that. That's Agra's I don't know what-
Big apparatus
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shows us to
Where you
predict
can
the Great
see
Conjunction.
the Great Conjunction coming.
Great Conjunction comes.
It is at hand. So here are some of the figures, and I
Here,
don't know
Andy.
if these are in focus. Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a much
Yeah,
better.
so
Yeah.
Here we have the, what is his name?
There we go.
Skepsil, the Chamberlain.
Very nice.
Who's the
And
whimpering one.
he's the one who whimpers. He has an ability card called the Maddening Whimper.
My voice can't go that high.
So yeah, that's, and Amanda, God, this paint job that you've done is
It's really nice.
amazing.
I'm really, really pleased. He is.
So good.
I think out of the 4 of them, he's the one I'm the most. I'm pleased with all of them.
Yeah.
But he's the one that I really feel like most clearly and precisely matches the
Yeah.
image. Down to the little pinpricks of gold on his robe.
The way the shading just blends so well as you go
Yeah,
down the
Amanda's good
figure.
at blending like that.
It's
I don't
so
know
nice.
if you can appreciate that on the
He's
screen,
got this
but
really
he's got-
like dirty part
Yeah.
down here.
Yeah.
And if you look closely, you can tell he has this creamy underrobe, like this blouse sort of
Wow.
thing. And that it actually is what's come down here, and this is just super dirty because it's down near the floor. So what I did for that was I did an enormous number of washes in here to get it nice and gross.
Yeah.
Nice.
Really make it super grody. So I started
So
it
that's
with cream.
Skeksil. If you guys don't mind, I will play him.
Oh, that you just want an excuse to whimper the whole time, right?
Maddening whimper.
Plays have been made already. My goodness.
Shall we do the other Skeksis?
Yeah, sure.
let's do the Gartham Master Skek-ung.
Okay.
Skek-ung.
So this is one of the things I've mentioned this on my painting stream, but I'll mention it here too. One of my frustrations with this game, and I don't really have any others.
Amazing figures. They're great.
The figures are gorgeous.
Yeah.
The River Horse figures, and this is one of the reasons why I'm happy to have backed both the Pacific Rim and Highlander games that they kickstarted, is that their figures are top notch.
Yeah.
Their figures look gorgeous. And the Labyrinth figures, the figures themselves match down to the pose
Really?
the cards.
But these
cool.
guys are obviously
These guys
in
not
a
so
different
much.
Pose.
You
So
can
in
see
the card you can
Skekung
see
here
he's
has
got
a sword.
A sword,
instead
yeah.
Both of his arms are up.
Here he's got the Emperor's scepter instead.
Yeah. Which I agonized over. I could not find a single decent image of this thing anywhere. And there are
We were
entire
like Google searching and
websites
trying to find
devoted
it.
to like
Yeah.
the props from this movie.
And then we open the
we
box
open up the box to like punch out things. There's a
There's the
picture of it.
scepter.
Oh, wow.
So I'm gonna have to go back over the little beaky part of it and make
Yeah.
it white.
Okay.
Anyways,
Anyhow, I got close enough.
there he
Yeah.
is. And John, you will be Skek-ung.
Oh my goodness. Skek-ung.
Here
Yeah.
you go.
He's so he's got wearing the Gartham carapaces as
Yeah.
his armor. And they've been given sort of gold trim. He's painted gold or had a Podling paint gold over
probably.
the edges. But he's also got all this, like, if you look at
Green
the card,
slime.
he's got this green, like, webbing of, he's basically got slime mold, a
Yeah.
network
Very
of
nice.
slime mold living on him, and it's disgusting.
You even managed to even out the eyes.
I'm
That's
really
really
pleased with
impressive.
the eyes on them.
really.
Did you see?
really
I
good.
did. I got the
Detail
eyes
work.
done on the
Yeah.
Chamberlain
as well.
too.
Yeah.
So nice. Wow.
I'm amazed I was able to do that.
That's
I
so
did not
good.
expect to actually, but their eyes were actually sculpted in very nicely.
So that's
Yeah.
good.
That worked. So yeah, that's
So you'll be
Skek-ung, and he's got this
Skek-ung.
green sort of
Okay.
nastiness all over him.
And Amanda, you're going to be playing both
I will
of
be
the
playing
Gelfling.
the Gelflings.
Who's going to be
All
first?
right.
Let's do Jen first. Actually, let's do Kira first.
Kira.
Here's Kira. Kira.
There she
And
is.
again, you can see that the figure is not exactly the same as the
Yep.
card, and
The
I
card
understand
has-
that.
The figure has her wings folded in.
Yes.
Her wings are tucked in under her cloak, and her cloak
And the
has a
card
little
has her
part.
wings all out.
Yeah.
And the
And
figure
I-
doesn't have Fizzgig.
The figure's hood is also up, and the reason the figure has Fizzgig but the card doesn't is because Fizzgig is actually a token you can earn.
Yep.
And
actually,
pass to-
Kira starts with
Kira starts with
Fizzgig.
it, but she
Yep.
can pass it to Jen.
Very
Yes.
nice.
So that's Kira. And then we have
Jen. And yeah, her hood is up in her figure, and her wings are her hood is up, but down in the card.
So here we have
there's
Jen,
Jen.
holding the crystal shard.
So that's the one of the two details that I need to go back on now. I need to
Yeah.
go back and put an ard coat, do the like glossy coat,
Yep.
because I use a matte varnish because I don't want them all shiny looking. I don't want
Yeah.
them to look like they're all wet. But the shard should be shiny. So I want to go back and paint the gloss coat over the shard. I'm not too worried about the glossy coat not being
Yeah.
varnished. Or I could just go over it with a gloss varnish.
A new subscriber?
Travis!
Hey!
Hey!
Twitch Prime
New
subscription
subscriber.
from 16 Angry
Thanks for
Bears.
resubbing with Twitch Prime.
Thanks,
So
Travis.
cool.
And Travis, I don't know if you heard, but I did demo flip ships for the better part of Sunday, just for you.
It was
well,
awesome.
to sell it, but also for you.
And congratulations on having 5 months in a row.
Yeah.
Hey,
Congrats.
Travis.
So that's Jen. One of the things that was impressed on me, not just by this card, but also by watching the movie in high def.
Yeah.
Which Andy and I did go and do.
We went and saw it in the theater.
Yeah, we went to watch it in the theater when it was released for like one night. And watching that new remaster of it in high def. Oh, Travis is the bit boss.
Curse you! I was bitch king from earlier with my 3 bits.
Is that Jen really does. I mean, I'd always known that he had sort of highlights. He had these chunky sort of highlighty bits in his hair. But on the box cover, you can see.
I don't know if they can.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll try and get them.
Yeah, we can
Give
try
it a
and get
shot.
You can sort of maybe. You can definitely see. Some
There you go.
You can see that they look almost gray or white.
Yeah.
They're very
Yeah.
pale looking.
got
They
highlights.
are blue. They are blue highlights.
Oh my god.
And
look at
they
this.
are, if you look at the card, you can really see them.
Yeah.
But definitely the high def, the new
They're blue.
print of the movie, I could see those were like blue bits in his hair. It's only where his hair is like separated out into like strands where it's like
Yeah.
staticky or something that it looks white because you really need them all together to get that blueness.
Yeah.
So I was really happy to have seen the movie
Before you
Yes.
before
painting.
starting to paint.
Good
Yeah.
call.
Because I was also able to pay attention to Skekung,
Yep.
because I
Yep.
knew he was coming as a figure. And he's actually got all this brocade. If you look at the actual puppet, if you look up actual pictures of the puppets, they're gorgeous. And you can tell just looking at these, they're meant to be, the Skeksis are supposed to have these like beautiful, ornate, luxurious textiles that are very rich and very plush. And they have just they have not taken care of them. They're filthy. They're disgusting.
They've been wearing the same robes for almost 1,000
Like
years.
1,000 years.
My
Yeah, you're
goodness.
digging the new decor, this nice alliance wall.
Oh yeah.
These are all boxes
Yeah.
that we need to ship stuff back at the end
Yeah.
of packs. We do get a lot of our stuff on consignment, so we have to pack it all back up and ship it back to Alliance for store credit.
Which is fine.
Which we love.
But it's a matter
but
of separating things out. And
gonna take
so
a
that's
while.
what we've been doing, Travis. We've been separating stuff out and
Yeah.
getting stuff ready, putting stuff back in stock, etc., etc., etc. But yeah, so I've really enjoyed painting these figures. These figures were a joy to paint.
Yeah.
Like there's
They're
nothing
amazing.
about these that made me angry about painting them.
That's awesome.
Kira's figure did need some more yellowy greens than I had on hand, but it's one figure, so I was able to mix my own.
It's really nice.
And God, those Skeksis they were so much fun.
That's so cool.
So before we start playing,
Yes.
Very, a lot of decay
let's
going
let's
on.
do a little bit of setup.
Okay.
So Jen is going to start out.
Jen.
is going to start out here in the Mystic Valley,
Yep.
which
Okay.
you guys can't see yet, but I want this reveal in a couple of moments. Kira starts out here in the swamp,
Okay.
and Skekung and Skeksil, the Gartham Master and the Chamberlain, must do trial by stone. In order to determine who is emperor.
Okay.
So you get I believe it's just a straight brawn check. So
Okay.
you've got advantage on this.
Can I please have a D12?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. And you, I believe, get. Oh my
I didn't
goodness.
They cannot
notice
use
this.
willpower to roll extra dice.
The back of the cards for the Gartham,
Yeah.
like the bad guy cards, are the top of the Emperor's
Oh,
scepter.
that's cool.
Oh, hang on. Let me go back.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go ahead.
There we go.
These are the Skeksis cards?
Yeah,
Cool.
they've got the top of the scepter. Like if you look at the scepter there,
Yep.
there we go.
Yeah. In the little, such detail.
Very,
in
very
this
It's
picture.
really
It's
nice.
gorgeous.
And then
Very
we've
nice.
got the Skeksis themselves. Oh, just
All right.
super, super cool.
So we're gonna take the
Mystic.
large deck there
Yep.
Okay.
and find Augra. Augra's thingy do, whatever it is.
Agra.
Oh.
Crystal bats fly.
Very nice.
Agra's observe. It was the top card.
It was literally the top card.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yeah.
So take
Oh,
6
hey.
cards out of that deck.
6 cards.
Garth Master.
Thank
Maddening
you.
Weaver. 6 cards out of the deck.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Shuffle it up first.
Yeah.
And then take 6 cards. And those are going to be the bottom of the deck, and you're going to shuffle Augra's thing into those 6 cards. So sometime in the bottom 7 cards of the deck, we're going to encounter Augra.
So
Okay.
we've played the Labyrinth game.
Yes,
On
and this has a
stream.
lot of similarities to that.
And one of the things that frustrated us about the Labyrinth game is that you have 13 rounds, and that is it.
Okay.
That is all you get.
13 rounds.
So unfortunately, that means that because you're shuffling the card that you're trying to hit, the gates to the Goblin City, right into the bottom third of the deck, and you only have 13 rounds to get there,
Yeah.
that's a real challenge because you need to be encountering card after card after card after card after card after card, and sometimes you can't do that. So this game does have a round timer,
Yes.
which is
Nice.
Augra's Observatory.
It starts
However,
at 19 rounds, but we can play on easy mode.
we could make it easier
and
by
bring it
giving
up to
ourselves more rounds.
23 rounds, which I think maybe we should do.
I think we should.
Okay, we'll do
and
that.
then once we've played, we can make it harder for ourselves if we find that, you know what, we're hitting it a lot faster.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
make it more challenging. We can make it more challenging by dialing back that number.
That's fair. Sounds
Selena's
good.
made a game of turning off the TV.
Aw.
She's watching
Sounds
out
like
for you,
fun.
buddy. She's like, too much screen
All right,
time, Dad.
Let's also get our starting willpower.
I believe I have. Is this 4 or 3?
That is 3.
Okay, I have 3 willpower.
I
Kira
start with
has
3
4.
will.
Jen has 5.
There you go. Jen has 5.
Jen's
Wow.
like
You guys are also fast. We are
a little
slow.
stubborn.
So if we run out of will, we're knocked unconscious.
Oh.
The
Yeah.
Skeksis, if they are knocked unconscious, go back to the throne room, I believe.
Okay.
If the Gelflings get knocked unconscious, it depends on how they're knocked unconscious.
Yeah, it
if they're
depends on
knocked
what
unconscious
happens.
by a Skeksis or a Garthim, they go to a prison cell.
Oh.
Otherwise,
Super.
they go back to the Mystic Vale where
Very
they're
nice.
healed
All
Also,
right.
important to
by the
mention,
Mystics.
there's a reason why I'm playing both of the
Yes.
Gelflings, and Andy and John are playing the Skeksis. And it's because this has an asymmetrical gameplay
Yeah.
sort of component to it.
Yes.
Where if either of the Gelflings do not need to win together in order to win, but if either one makes it to the end and wins, they both win.
Okay.
However, if the Skeksis manage to stop the Gelflings from winning, or if they win, only the one who is the Emperor
Yes.
wins.
So starting off, am I the Emperor? 'Cause
No,
it
that's why
clearly
we're doing
says so
trial
on
by
the
stone.
screen.
You are going to have trial by stone first.
Trial by
Trial by stone!
My brawn is a D8, Amanda, if I can have the D8.
All right,
Good
sir.
luck. Yeah, see, your brawn is more than his.
You have
so
a
there's-
D12.
But you have higher
but I
will.
win a tie on this.
Oh, really? Ready? Go.
3.
9.
Well, that's pretty definitive. I'm
Oh,
exiled to the
somewhat.
moat, and you start in the throne room,
Molasses swamp.
I am your Emperor,
and
Personal
you get
hell.
the Emperor token.
which is the staff.
Yes.
Yeah. that's
Alrighty.
the scepter.
There are many things in the rule book that say if you are the Emperor, yada yada, something happens.
Okay.
But now
So-
that you are the... Actually, I want to double check that
Andy,
I'm doing
I have
the
a
throne
question
room. That's the
for
banquet
you.
hall. Sorry, this is the throne room.
So my question is,
Yes.
if Andy manages to reach the ending and I still have the scepter,
You win.
I win.
Yes.
Very fun.
Yeah, that's
But there
that's
are
the
ways that I
He
can
can
steal
steal
the
the
scepter
scepter,
from you.
yes.
Yes. So basically, anytime you lose a battle,
Yes.
you lose the scepter to me,
Oh my.
and vice versa. Anytime I lose a battle, I lose the scepter to
So
you.
the two of you are like just constantly duking it out
For that
power.
stuff.
So
Yeah.
the two of you are trying each to be the emperor,
Mm-hmm.
and you're both trying to stop me.
From progressing.
Right.
Yes.
But if either of my characters dies or like doesn't make it to
Oh.
the end, I can continue on with the other one. They do not need to make it to the end together.
Okay.
I can split them up.
so-
I can also, if I have them together, once I've got them together, they can, like Kira can pass Fizzgig over to Jen.
Oh, cool.
If Fizzgig is with, if whoever Fizzgig is with
Yeah.
falls,
Fizzgig
you lose
is gone.
Fizzgig.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But if you have passed Fizzgig to someone else, then Fizzgig can
And
survive.
if you're together
Okay.
and one of you falls, Fizzgig goes to the other one.
Right.
And Fizzgig gives you advantage on
like a
brawn.
bonus.
You get to use the
Okay.
next highest die when doing a brawn check.
Yeah.
Nice.
Basically, Fizzgig lends help. So I'm going to switch cameras here
Yeah.
Okay.
so that our viewers
It's
can
gorgeous.
see the board. Are you ready, guys?
Ready.
It's so
Here it
beautiful.
comes. Look at that board.
Ta-da!
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. So you can see, very, very much like the River Horse Labyrinth game,
Yep.
we have around the outside here a number of spaces. These are all going to have cards that will come up. You're moving those off camera.
Oh,
Amanda.
I was trying to move them up so that the decks would be on camera.
Okay.
Are they on camera?
The
The,
deck.
the
they are.
top of the board is the edge of the camera.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to be moving around the board. The Skeksis can go into the castle and move around in the castle.
Okay.
If they go to the throne room where you are,
Yes.
they can rest to regain will,
Okay.
and they get advantage on their will resting if they're in the
These aren't going to
castle.
be on camera. They're
Okay.
covered up by our little
Oh,
picture
that's
in
okay.
picture.
Can I ever go above my 3?
That's an excellent question. Let's quickly check on resting.
I believe you can.
Okay. 'Cause I noticed
It's
one
just
is
what you
face down.
Start with.
Yeah.
Or actually, you only have 4 potential, whereas I have
Oh, okay, okay.
6 potential.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
So I can
have
get
it.
one more willpower if I
4
rest.
is my max.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
It's thematic.
And there are Garthim, as you can see. These are going to
Scuttle,
come out
scuttle,
of here.
scuttle, scuttle,
They live
scuttle.
in the Garthim pits here,
They're like the
and they're going
saddest.
to come out and help the Skeksis. So a Skeksis who lands on a Garthim can team up with it and drag it around the board with them.
Yeah.
You'll see there's a lot of stuff that goes on in this game. It's got a lot more moving pieces than the Labyrinth game
And that's,
did.
something
fun.
I also really like because the Labyrinth game was very simplistic.
Yeah.
And much as I loved how it looked, this is something that frustrated me at PAX actually. Every copy of Labyrinth that we brought sold almost as soon as we put it out.
Ah.
Dark Crystal, not so much.
Wow.
Which I get it. Labyrinth has a Jareth figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. On the other hand, Dark Crystal, I feel like has more going on, and it's just as gorgeous. Doesn't have David Bowie,
No.
but it's really beautiful, and I feel like they made a concerted effort to make the game more complex.
Yeah.
And I believe, hopefully, that will be a positive.
Yep.
So, I believe the Emperor,
Begin.
when he moves, there's a turn order,
Okay.
and it's, I believe, Kira, Jen, Kira, Skeksil, Jen, Skekung. I'm going to double check that.
Okay.
So, we haven't played this game yet.
No.
You guys
This is
get to watch us play it for the
brand new.
first time.
This is what we
Normally,
do.
normally
Yeah,
I
this
try
is
to
what our
like,
stream is all about.
normally I try to like research at least a little bit,
Do a watch and play or
something like that. But this one I kind of went in blind.
So okay,
So,
no,
yeah.
it's Chamberlain, Jen, Gartham Master, Kira,
Okay.
and then the clock moves.
Moves. Okay. All right. So that's set in stone.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm going to. So on the Skeksis' turn, before they move, they get to draw a Skeksis card or
An
yeah.
assistant card for
Yeah.
Ghost, basically. It has things like crystal bats and Gartham and stuff like that.
And I believe minion cards.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Boom.
I believe that if they
I'm so sorry I'm yawning. Hey,
There's
Retro
something
Jim.
How's it going, buddy?
How's it going?
Amanda, can you remember there's something that lets you draw 2 minion cards and choose one, and I think it might just be being the Emperor.
Can I see the instruction
Yeah.
book? Because
Here.
I've
Take
been
your
painting.
time.
I haven't been
Anyways,
reading
I'm
the
not Emperor,
instructions.
so I just draw a minion before I move. So I'll draw a
Hey.
minion card.
Go ahead.
Minion Surge. Pick a Gartham anywhere, then roll a d4 and move it. If you land on an enemy, Skeksis or Gelflings, attack them immediately. So all the Gartham right now are in the Gartham pit.
So we should start setting these up.
Yeah.
All right, so it says
Did
the
you
Skeksis,
just show them off yet?
the Skeksis player that has the Emperor token has a series of advantages, as already explained throughout these rules.
Yes.
In addition, when drawing minion cards, the Emperor draws 2 cards instead
That's
of
what
1.
I thought.
He can then choose which one to play and discard the other. When the Emperor is defeated in combat and thus loses a will point, he must give the title of Emperor to the other Skeksis. Such is the dishonor of being defeated by a rival, or even
John, can I
by
have the red
Gelflings.
D4?
Yes, you
This does not
can.
happen if the 2 Skeksis were fighting on the same side as a group.
Okay.
Okay.
So if the 2 of you had teamed up to try and kill Jen or
And
something,
lose,
Yes.
the
and
thing
they
doesn't
lose,
change.
it doesn't change.
Okay.
Because we're working together.
So we have to agree on helping each other.
Tin, 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 tin.
One.
A Gartham is moving 1. Flap. It's in the prison. It's in Molasses
So this
Swamp.
is the only way out for them and
Right.
ourselves.
So the Skeksis can move in and out of the castle at will.
Yes.
If we rest in the
Throne room.
the throne room, which is where you are, we get a Skeksis card.
Okay.
Which is basically like having an extra
Power or
power.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And you lose that if you pass out.
Got it.
If the Gelflings rest here in the Valley of Winds,
They get will.
they
Valley of the Stones.
Valley of the Stones. Sorry, they get a Mystic card,
Oh, okay.
which will help them.
All right.
But anytime they gain a Mystic, one of the Skeksis also gains a Skeksis card because the balance must be maintained.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Because that's
Just
key to the
fair.
movement.
Yeah.
So Kira has Fizzgate starting out.
Yep.
Yes.
And if the Gelfling with Fizzgate loses its last point of willpower while in a group with the other Gelfling, Fizzgate joins the other Gelfling, pass the token. If a Gelfling with Fizzgate loses its last point of willpower while not in a group, Fizzgate is lost for the rest of the game and the token is discarded.
Oh,
The
no.
Gelfling that currently holds the Fizzgate token has its brawn value increased to the next strongest die.
Yep.
So 6 becomes an 8.
Exactly.
12 becomes a 20.
All right, so that's the first part of my minion surge. So move the Gartham. Once this is done, draw one other minion card and resolve it immediately. You
my.
shuffled these decks, right?
Yep.
So
Sure
that
did.
goes on the bottom of the minion deck,
Okay. Let me see.
and I draw a new minion card.
There you go.
Gartham! Pick a Gartham anywhere, then roll d4 and move it. If you land on the enemy Skeksis or Gelfling, attack them immediately.
Oh my god.
So I'm going to choose that same one
Okay.
and try and roll a 2.
Oh no.
Roll a 2.
You got a 2?
2! Ting, 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 ting.
Alright, so it fights me.
It fights you.
So what do I do?
Amanda, can you check and see what the Gotham's brawn is? It's probably lowest.
No, I don't think so. I feel like these are giant
Your
crabs.
brawn is D12.
Right. Boom. D12. Now, if I defeat a Gartham, does it just go back to the spawning ground? Or is
Yes.
it out of the game? Okay.
Nope, a defeated Gartham goes back to the Gartham pits.
Okay.
Or a new Gartham
Yeah.
is spawned.
We might as well keep that deck over here because that way we
Spawn
can
deck?
draw between
That's
them.
a good point.
Yeah.
We're going to be drawing this all the time. And put it over here.
Is it on camera? Or is
No,
that's
if
fine.
I put it here, it's on camera.
All right, cool. That's
Yeah,
fine with me.
They can see that.
Sounds good.
I'm looking.
Okay.
Take your time.
Could be in the combat
I'll
section.
buy stone.
Greetings, Lobster of Revenge.
Hey, Lobster of
Hey!
Revenge, greetings!
Yes, they
always
are.
have.
Whoa.
This dude here
Yes.
is like the one turn token.
Oh.
So you're supposed to pass it around to make sure that everyone gets a turn.
So that's you.
Okay.
Making
Oh, I
sure.
should make the light red for the Skeksis.
Oh,
Skeksis turn.
it's evil. It's so evil.
I'm looking.
Already
I'm
attacking
looking.
each other. Oh, you lose a will.
Oh, immediately.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. We have to resolve the combat. Blah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, while we're waiting, Andy,
Yeah.
what was your highlight of PAX in general?
My highlight of PAX, it was probably playing Suspend with huge groups of people.
Yeah, that's
Because
pretty
it's just
cool.
something, it's you set the game up and you start playing it and people see it being played
Yeah.
and they just sort of gravitate towards it. They're like, ooh, what's that? It's like this weird sculpture that you're building as you play. And it's just a fantastic fun time. I love Suspend so much.
That was cool.
It's like made for that sort of convention.
That's awesome. For me, two things really. Aside from what we were doing at Battlegrounds for like personal fun stuff,
Yeah.
outside I got my friends into Spirit Island.
Oh, cool.
So that was a lot of fun. We played a
I had somebody
four-player.
call today and ask if we had Spirit Island. I was like, no, I'm sorry. I sold
God.
it all at PAX.
It's so fun. We managed to win, which was really
Honestly,
cool.
not sure. Because it says
Is there
so-
a FAQ Q&A in the back or something like that? No.
landing on enemies. If Gelfling land, say, end their move on a space occupied by one or more Skeksis and or Gartham, they must attack. All Skeksis and Gartham will fight together in the combat. Attacks are explained later. If a Skeksis lands on a space occupied by one or more Gelflings, it must attack the Gelflings. Any Gartham moving with him, as well as any Gartham and Skeksis in the space, join the attack as a group.
Okay.
Okay.
If a Skeksis lands on a space occupied by the other Skeksis and no Gelflings, the moving Skeksis must attack the other.
Fair.
Gartham that were moving with him will be on his side during the combat. Gartham that were already in the space are instead assumed to be under the control of the other Skeksis and will side with him during the combat. It doesn't really have anything.
For an
There we
immediate.
go. Gartham landing on enemies?
Yes.
Okay. If your Gartham lands on a space with the enemy Skeksis and no Gelflings, it attacks the enemy Skeksis.
Okay.
Attacking.
It's a D10.
It does not say.
Oh, gracious.
Oh,
This
goodness.
is awkward. All right. So,
Is there
I'm
a,
continuing to look.
yeah.
Can I see the card you drew?
Yeah.
Is there like a listing of maybe a brawn level or anything like
No.
that?
It just says
Roll a
if you
D4
land
and
on an
okay.
enemy Skeksis or Gelfling, attack them immediately.
My goodness.
That's really awkward. Let's
Take a sec.
Garth.
One thing that I really enjoyed, pretty much the only other thing outside of the booth that I tried, I'm not that big into like trying out the games and whatnot,
Yeah.
but I love Obsidian. I loved Baldur's Gate so much when I was a kid, and I'm so excited for Pillars of Eternity 2. I got to try that out. It was so fun. The customization, now you can like cross your classes and stuff, and it's just so cool. I cannot wait to play that game. So cool.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I hope so.
I'm looking forward to the new Betrayal at the House on the Hill Legacy game.
Legacy game. I'm wondering how it's going to work out.
We'll find out.
Yeah, because I mean, Betrayal has like ultimate replay value. Oh man, it's so interesting.
All we know is Ben Ulmer is the traitor. You don't get
Elmer
that.
is always the traitor.
He's one of the loading ready run folks. He's
Awesome.
always the traitor for some reason.
That's accurate, isn't it?
I'm
Alright.
guessing the Gartham are a D4
Yeah,
or
I mean-
D6, but
Oh,
They move using a D4. I
Yeah.
know
never
that.
seen before. Would you like me to try?
she's a fast reader.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm scanning for D4 or like I'm scanning for D and
Dice.
number.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's surprising. I would have expected it to be in
I would
the
have
resolving
expected
attacks
that
area,
to be like right there.
in the fighting area.
Huh.
Yeah, it just says attack. It doesn't
No,
say.
in the resolving fights on page
Yeah.
15 or
Yeah.
wherever that is. So what other like iconic moments? Okay, so for anybody who follows me on Twitter, which I think probably out there is only Lobster of Revenge, but I mentioned this on Twitter. I bought a game during PAX, and you saw me buy it. It
Yes.
was the Anachrony, which
Oh
I
my
can't wait
God.
to play, and I don't know if it's going to make it to stream, but it's an amazing, amazing game. And I took it back to the hotel on Friday,
Yep.
and I was like, okay, it's Friday night. We went back to the hotel a little bit early, so it was like 10 o'clock instead of midnight. I was like, I'm going to learn a new game.
All right.
And I opened it up, and I started punching out pieces. That game has, I think, 11 cards worth of punch-out pieces.
Oh, wow.
It is a massive, complex, worker movement Euro
Lobster
game.
of Revenge.
Oh, thank
Jumping
you
up
for
in the
the
bits. Well
So
done, man.
Does that knock me down to third? Lobster of
Yes.
Revenge is now the second bits.
Wow.
And Travis is still number one. Congratulations, Travis.
Yeah.
So it says that
Yes.
when facing a creature or challenge that has only brawn or wit, then you have no choice about which die to use. For example, in any attack using Gartham, everybody must use brawn.
Yes.
These armored brutes have no wit at all for you to try and engage with.
Fine.
But then it says then the active player rolls the wit or brawn die for the characters involved as appropriate, and the highest result is chosen.
Right.
This is the active player's score. But it doesn't
It
say
doesn't
which
say
die to
how
use.
much
Which die to use? Okay.
brawn a Gartham has. Can I quickly glance?
Go on ahead.
I'm gonna
I-
see. I'm gonna look online.
Okay.
Oh,
Because
Okay.
this is
looking up
That's a
rules
problem.
during the game.
test from the group, speed test, rolling extra dice, Gartham landing on enemies.
Spotted minion cards.
The answers from Riverhorse, according to the Board Game Geek forums, are that the Gartham use a D4 for speed and a D12 for brawn.
12.
They're
So
tough.
is my thing.
Okay.
Anyone can roll for the Gartham, but it should be an opponent. If the Gartham is traveling with a Skeksis, that player should roll. If not, then it should be the Skeksis that sent the Gartham or the Emperor Skeksis at the time of the attack.
Would you like to go first?
The Gartham have
Sure.
only one willpower, so
Okay,
as soon, if
that's
you hit
fair.
it at all, that
Yeah.
it goes back to the nest.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay. Thank you, Riverhorse,
Thank you.
for having that in the FAQ.
Yeah.
All right, so Gartham rolls a 12.
that's
Sorry,
fine.
John.
Let's see how it goes. What if I tie?
I think you win a tie.
I win a tie. Are the dice? 8. Nice
Ocho.
attempt.
So you lose a willpower.
All right. And now I believe
And I am Emperor!
I believe player pass is over.
Yes. Play passes to Amanda.
Amanda.
I'm checking
Yes.
their errata
No problem.
Okay.
because
liking,
they also have something about how many Gartham actually start on the board. 'Cause
Oh.
I guess it's not all of them.
Oh.
They have a PDF. The Gartham that do not start the game on the board, as shown on page 7,
Page 7.
are kept to one side, and it is assumed they are in the Gartham nest, ready to move out if a minion card allows you
Oh,
to
I
do so.
see.
So that
Okay.
you don't have this crowd on the board.
Yeah, there's one Gartham
Okay.
who starts over here.
Oh, he's over here.
Yes.
So
Making his way up to Augurs.
But because you
But I
brought
moved
him
one
from the
up from
nest,
here.
he
So-
was able to bring
Yeah.
one out. It's,
Oh,
it's just
okay,
so that you
okay.
don't have this like crowd
Yeah.
standing there on the board.
Okay, okay.
So
And
you
if he
knocked
gets
him
knocked
he's
out, he
back
goes
into
back to the
Gartham
nest.
So okay.
Yeah. This
you,
is the
Amanda.
nest.
Well, I didn't knock him out. He hit me, so he's still
Oh, he
there.
hit
Oh
you,
yeah,
so
he
he
hit
stays
you,
there.
so he's gonna
Yeah.
hang out.
This does mean when you move, you can drag the Gartham with you.
Okay.
Which,
Well, they only have the one errata on their page,
Okay.
so
Oh.
you know that's if that's the only thing that's missing. Goodness
Then, yeah.
knows we've had games with other
Yeah.
omissions.
Yep.
I'm
Alright, so
actually
that's
going to look
the
at their.
end of Skeksil's move.
I want to look at
Right. It is your move, Amanda.
She's looking at.
Oh yeah,
Amanda.
sorry.
their. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, it's just that one page, so that's cool. That's fine. I'm There's some labyrinth errata that I want to look at later.
Oh,
So I
okay.
wanted to grab it while I was on that page.
It is Jen's turn.
It is Jen's turn. Okay. So
Oh, I didn't move.
Jen's-
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah,
I'm sorry.
wait, come
I
on.
did all that and then I didn't move.
What's your
So-
speed? 6?
So, this is actually a difference between this game and Labyrinth.
Yes.
You can choose to roll the die that is your speed or any lower die.
Oh.
So if I'm trying to move less space, I could roll a lower die. I could roll the D4 instead of the D6. Now I'm just going to roll it.
See
Go
what
ahead
you
and
got.
roll. I roll a 5.
I'm going to move these so
One,
that
two,
the
3, 4, 5. I'm going to move over
1,
towards
2,
Kira
3,
here.
4,
Okay.
5,
Good.
so that the decks are on camera.
Okay.
Sounds good.
They are really pretty.
Okay.
Now it is Kira's turn.
Okay, now it's Kira's turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Jen's turn.
It's Jen's turn. Never mind.
All right, Jen, you're starting
Jen
in the
has
city.
a speed of 8. He has a D8. So I'm gonna roll the die. I got
5.
5.
So he has to move here, right?
1.
Yes.
Yep. And then
But then I can go
you
in any
choose which
direction.
way you want to go. Yep.
So question, Andy.
Yes.
Do we want to house rule it that we can join up?
I think
we
because
pass,
they
can
said
we
you can
stop?
roll a lower die, we don't need to.
Okay.
Because you can sort of dial it in.
Okay. It's like speeding down in Formula D.
Formula D. Yeah.
Formula D, yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go.
If you go towards her, you're going to land on me and we're going to have to fight.
Yes.
Yeah, but what's your wit?
My wit is
wit is
D12.
really high.
My brawn is D8.
He's a smart boy.
I don't like either of those, so I'm gonna go that way.
Okay. So
2, 3, 4, 5. He's a brawn of D12.
No, I don't want to go either
Oh
way.
no,
then.
she only goes this way because 1 to move. Oh, 1. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Either way, I'm hitting an
4,
enemy.
5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, either way, I hit an enemy. I think I'd
So
rather
I'm a
face off
D12.
against
What's your...
What's your brawn?
My wit is a 10 and my brawn is a 4.
So you're probably going to want to do wit against me. If you went...
Yes.
If you
Yeah, I
went
do.
towards the Garthim, you'd have to do brawn
Yeah.
against the Garthim's
And my brawn is
Yes, hit the fool.
All right, so I'm a D12 and you're a D10. Okay. Can I have the D12?
D12.
nope.
5.
Critical
5.
fail. That was a 1.
All right, so you lose 1 will.
Okay. Is that the end of your move?
Actually, if I defeat a Gelfling,
Do you get a card, don't you?
no, but I have something else that I can do instead of taking one of your will.
You can waylay me.
I can waylay you. Well,
Which
yeah,
means-
waylaid is split up the Gelfling team
Yeah.
instead of taking a wit.
So
If I'm using wit when I defeat you, but I'm not. Okay.
So
All
you
right.
get to choose to use wit when you're attacked? Or?
So
I
the
chose
person
to use
who's
wit to
attacking
attack.
Oh, okay.
chooses if they're going to use wit or brawn,
Got it.
unless they're attacking a Gotham.
Okay.
Gotham only have brawn; they have no wit,
Okay,
so you can't try to outwit them. They're just too stupid.
very good.
I guess that's the flavor.
Sure, why not?
So now
It is
is
Seku.
oh, you have resolved the combat with me.
Yep.
You now draw a card. Move. If you land on a Skeksis,
And on a sexy.
if you defeat the enemies, blah de blah de blah. If you are defeated, your go ends.
Yep.
Okay.
And if you defeat them, you encounter the space. So, okay, that's the end of your
Yeah.
turn.
Neither way was going to be very
Yeah.
good for me. So.
So it's my move.
Yes, it is your move.
So
you
I'm
could
gonna-
rest if you would like, or you could move and drag that Gartham around with you.
The Gotham
oh,
still
before
stays
you
even if I
move-
rest, right?
You draw.
Oh, yes. Whoop. Oh, nutter butter. Pardon the...
That moved fast. That card got right away from you.
Oh, yeah. Pardon me, folks. Ah. Got it. Here we go.
Okay.
All right. A minion surge. Take a
another
Gotham
one.
anywhere. Roll a d4 and move it. If you are on an enemy Skeksis or Gelfling, attack them immediately. So do I
Right.
roll before I choose?
So there's assumed to be a Gartham here.
Yes.
There's Gartham here,
Yeah.
and there's Gartham here. Which
Okay.
one do you want to move?
I will go with this one.
Okay, roll a d4.
3. 1, 2, 3.
And then that goes on the bottom, and you
Once
draw
this
the
is
next
done,
one.
draw another one.
That's
Yes.
the same card that I had before.
Oh, there must be multiple copies. Here we go. Another minion surge.
Oh man.
Pick a Gartham anywhere, then roll a d4 and move it.
Yeah.
If you land on the enemy Skeksis or Gartham, attack them immediately. Then draw another card.
Which one?
I'm going to move this one.
Okay.
3. 1, 2, 3.
It's getting closer to us. All right, draw another card.
Here we go. Another minion surge. Pick a Gartham anywhere, then roll a d4, move it to the land on an enemy. Yeah. All right, so let's go.
Which one?
This one.
Okay.
1.
No!
All right.
Name's on Kira.
I draw another card too, so don't I?
this right now.
Or do I have
I've
to
barely
immediately do
done
the combat
anything.
first?
I think combat first, and
Okay.
then draw.
Okay, so what is your? It has to be Brawn. No
Yeah,
matter
it
what.
does.
So,
But she gets to use the next die up because she has
I
Fizz
have
Gig.
Fizzgig, so
Yes.
I get an 8.
Okay, you ready? Boom. 8.
Ah, man.
Critical fail. So you lose
Ouch.
one of these,
Yep.
Sure do.
and I
That's
apologize.
the second critical fail I've rolled, and I've rolled dice twice.
All right.
Not a good start.
So it's
No.
Get all
Not-
those ones out of the way
Not
now.
having fun at the moment.
all right. Draw the next card.
Fair.
Minion search.
Oh God. This deck is awful.
I
Which one?
shuffled
Are you
that
moving
deck
that
twice.
same one?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
2.
2.
1, 2. So it cannot
draw
stop
again.
anywhere. Gartham. Pick a Gartham anywhere,
Okay.
then roll a d4
This time
and
you're
move
not
to
going to
the
get
Why
to
do
do it
you
again
get-
afterwards.
That's so many cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
This is an upgrade on the Labyrinth made by Rivermore,
Wow.
Steve.
All right. I want
So,
a 1. So I'm able to
But
do this
they've
one.
made more complicated
Okay.
rules and hopefully
4.
resolved some
Which
of
way?
the issues.
Let's go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. That way
At the
you
moment,
can't
I'm
come
not
back
feeling
this
like
way.
it's super
Okay,
resolved
now you
because he basically
Now
just took
I'm
like
moving.
5 turns.
Yeah, that
and
was really
attacked
interesting.
me like twice.
That was unintentional.
So
That wasn't intended.
no, that was entirely intentional.
No, I was
you know
going
it.
for this guy. Come
Oh, you're
on.
going for me because you wanted my
Exactly.
scepter
I
back.
want the scepter back.
I am Emperor.
6. All right. So do I have to cut through this way, or how do I go?
So this is a circle. So it goes here to here to here to here to here.
Okay.
And
So I
then
have
you
to
go
go
out
bang,
that way.
bang.
Yes, 2.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Alrighty then.
I'm coming after you.
Now
Great.
it's Kira's turn.
It's literally like that's a rough one. Yeah.
That was really hard.
That ain't that.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I
you
need
could
to
roll
get
that,
out
or
of
you
here.
could roll lower.
God.
Yeah.
I don't want to roll lower because I don't want to land in that space.
Yeah.
Like I want to team up with Jen, but I don't want to land in a space with a Skeksis.
Yes.
So, no.
Okay.
You totally want to hit him.
7.
7.
That's
God,
it.
finally
the way
something
you're
that's not a
going.
1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, and draw a card. Something happens.
Ba-bam. What's
What?
it say?
It's a swarm of crystal bats.
What?
Crystal bats fly.
Yeah, and I have to test my wit, which is an 8, against a d20.
But you get to use the upgraded die, don't you? Because of
No, it's brawn is
Brawn
upgraded.
only.
All right, D20 versus D8.
Yeah.
Okay, best of luck. Here we go. It's 9.
9.
5.
All right, so
I've been
you
spotted.
could use a will to.
You
to-
have the instructions, yes?
Yes.
I just want to see what spotted means because
Oh, okay.
it says see page
Oh.
14 of the rules.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the Emperor picks anyone Gartham and moves it to this space and immediately attacks.
Oh, you
So
want
you could use a will
that or that.
to roll a D20 against that 9.
Is that what
She's
wins?
already lost a will.
Oh gosh. This game is hard. Well, I guess that makes
Yeah.
sense since we're competing technically against each other and you
As
have
well as
allies.
against her, yeah.
Except
yeah.
my allies aren't allied at the moment.
Yeah.
So.
Is that once per game?
Ah, a 1.
Okay, you know what?
What?
Tonight's not my night.
Yeah.
No.
And I am playing 2 characters against the tough characters. 'Cause
Yeah.
You guys gave me.
I didn't
Elf
choose
Ones.
this, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
did
knew
get
you might
hit.
have to leave.
Yes.
So we
In which
didn't
case
give
I would
you
have to take
2
over.
Oh,
characters.
goodness.
So, and Andy picked the. Andy picked.
I did.
The Whitney one, yeah.
You stuck me with the tough thing.
The tough cookies, yeah.
And I'm rolling ones.
Do you want to switch?
No, it's cool. I'm not enjoying myself.
It is Friday the 13th.
Oh.
To be
You're
fair.
right. That's why all the ones. You're so
We
right.
should have played last Friday,
But I'm
should've.
pumped.
which I told you the other day.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should have played
You
last
had
Friday
already
today.
announced this without talking to me about it.
Yeah.
Not cool.
I figured this would be easier on our brains because I'm still
Definitely.
taxed.
Really?
Yeah.
How is this easier on our brains? How is this easier on my brain to be controlling two characters?
Oh, goodness.
And losing
Do you want-
badly.
do you want
might
to
I add,
trade?
when we have just finished.
Do you want to trade? Okay. All right. Let me see. What are we doing now? Who's
No,
turn
I'm
is
going
it?
to lose this game real fast.
Oh
so.
God. Well, that means
Yeah, there's
who
a lot of
wins.
salt at this. I have rolled 3 ones
Yeah.
out of like 5 die rolls. So I'm not super. And my first die roll would have landed me on an enemy either way I went.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was.
And then
That was bad luck.
John got to like put like 5 like Gartham on the board because you just kept drawing minion surges.
Yes, which is
I
really-
shuffled that deck.
Yeah.
It's my own fault.
Maybe the deck is like 20 minion surges and 2 Garthen.
I think it
I have
probably is.
no idea.
So yeah, I'm not
That was
super happy at the moment.
Okay.
So yeah, I failed, which means I'm spotted, which means
One
I
of
can
these has
choose
to
a
be-
Garthen.
I
and
get attacked
move
by
it.
a Gartham.
So, Spotted, can I move it to the other Gelfling? I can move it to any Gelfling, or
Move
is
it
just
to
you?
this space.
So
Okay.
This
this one.
space and
So
attack immediately.
do you want one from the crypt here or here?
I guess I'll take a new
We're not
Garthen
paying
and put
attention
it
when
on
I read the
board.
rules
Oh
to
my
you.
god. Okay, so that's a brawn.
Yeah, it is.
So-
I get a D8. It's gonna be
Okay.
another 1.
Don't say that. I'm not gonna look. What I get?
A 9.
I rolled as high as I could roll, and you still
Yeah.
won.
She
Oh
maxed
my
it.
god.
All right. Wow.
Kira's
was
going
brutal.
down.
That was brutal.
God. That's so
Yeah,
nuts.
I'm not. It's not my favorite mechanic
So
in the world.
this goes down.
I don't love that there's
Yeah.
no way to really buff yourself,
Yeah.
and that the buffs that do exist are really hard to get. The buffs that exist are to go back to here, which Kira
Yep.
can't do yet. Are to go back to here
Yep.
and spend a night resting,
Yeah.
Wow.
which lets you get a mystic as your
Okay.
like companion. They're like helping you, but you can do it once per game.
Oh.
Like our one-time off abilities?
Yeah, which I have, but this is only against a failed speed test, not
Oh,
a failed brawn, like
okay.
a minor specific.
Yeah.
So like this is a failed wit test.
Mine is
this
a brawn,
failed
and
speed test.
what is your
A wit test.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the mystic cards are things like Urim, the healer, which lets you do D10s for brawn and wit, which is all well and good, but it's rolling with advantage. Yeah, the Gelflings, I'm trying to get them both together for
Yeah.
this so that I can like help them out. I also don't love that it's with advantage as opposed to adding the rolls.
Oh.
Which is something that we talked about when we were playing.
That's
Labyrinth
a
as
house
well.
rule that we have for Labyrinth, is that instead of rolling with advantage, you actually add your die rolls together.
That makes sense.
mathematically, which does make it a little more playable.
Yeah.
And this one doesn't fix that. I do like the more complex rules of having the
Yes.
asymmetric gameplay. I really do like the idea of being able to like summon allies and stuff. But those minion surges, along with spotted equaling getting immediately attacked again,
Yeah.
is horrible.
Yeah.
That's kind like I this game is beautiful and I enjoyed painting the figures. I'm not enjoying that, getting attacked and then getting attacked immediately again.
Yep.
When I started with 4 willpower and I won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going down. She's not going to be able to, and we're going to lose Fizzgig because she's going to die before I can get Jen to her.
Okay.
How fast is Jen?
D.
Jen is a D8.
So, yeah, you could reach her, but it's going to be tough.
Yeah, and you gotta beat the brawn guy.
It's gonna be really rough. And I was expecting the Gelflings to be harder, than the
Because they cooperate.
Because they cooperate, yeah.
Because they do cooperate, but you need to get them in the same place.
Yeah.
And I knew that they would be harder.
Yeah.
But this is bad.
This is rough. Okay.
Do you want to call it and do something else?
No, I mean, let's keep playing.
Okay.
There were some bad circumstances to
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
with, and
So it was a
it
lot of
has
ones.
made my first
There you are.
turns not fun. I'll put it that way.
That's
you guys
fair.
are having a better time of this than I am.
Yeah.
Both of my characters have done poorly.
Oh,
So go back to me.
Yeah.
I'm Emperor,
Let's see what you got.
so I scry. Or
Oh,
I draw
scry.
both. Well, they're both the same.
Oh.
So, Gartham. I choose a Gartham and I move it.
I mean, flavor-wise, having Labyrinth have everyone have to be together as a group in order for you to succeed makes sense.
That makes
flavor-wise,
sense, yeah.
Because the whole theme of that is that Sarah does better when she's with her friends.
Yeah.
I'm going to move this Gartham. I'm
Okay.
going to try and attack
Attack
you
me.
Again,
with it.
having the
D4, here you
characters
go.
have it be roll with advantage as opposed to add makes some of those die rolls well nigh
Two.
impossible.
Two.
1, 2. Okay.
And
Which
now
is why
I
we
move.
house roll it.
Best of luck.
My speed is D6. Where do I want to go
we
is
have
the
two
question.
Well,
house
this
rolls,
way's
Steve,
up, this way's up.
that
If you land on it, you have to attack it.
Yeah.
Or
have made the
okay.
game a lot more fun to play. Which
5.
is that
You'll get right over
don't roll with
here,
advantage.
here, or 1, 2,
rolling with
3,
advantage
4,
is
5 right there.
No bueno. So we add.
So which
And
way you
the
want
other
to
house rule
go?
we have is you can sacrifice the rest of your movement
Guess I
and
wanna go
stop
away from
on
you.
someone.
Okay, so
Instead
you're
of
gonna
having
go
to land
1,
exactly
2, 3, 4, 5. There you go.
And Jen.
Woo.
The journey
Continues.
There's a lot of Gartham between me and
Yeah.
Kira. I can't afford to not roll the d8,
Yeah.
Yep.
so
2.
that's a 2. So I guess I'm going back this way, otherwise I get a
Yeah.
Attack.
both of you guys.
Yeah.
And let's see what this card is.
Rainbow Crags. I test my speed.
The crystal
that got
bats go on the
discarded.
bottom.
Okay.
I test my speed against a d6.
Okay.
So someone roll a d6. My
I'll do
speed is
that.
d8.
Ready? 1.
6.
There you go.
Okay.
Hooray!
What do you got?
And success, leave this card on the space.
So it just sticks
That
around.
is
If
now
you
the
fail,
Rainbow
what
Crags.
happens?
Failure, I lose a willpower, and characters on this space cannot rest or move, but must
Oh.
test speed again when it's their go. This continues until the test is passed, but I
You passed
passed it, so,
So it
yeah.
just sits there.
It just sits there.
So the point for
it's
the
a
game
card that
is-
doesn't go back into the deck, basically.
Okay. So we're just trying to get through this deck essentially to find through
Agra.
this. Okay,
Yep.
Agra.
And that will allow them to get the crystal shard.
Should we be drawing?
That's your choice. I find if a house roll makes it fun for me
Yeah.
to play,
Yeah.
then I'll play it with a house roll.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So-
That's fair. So is that also our goal, or our goal is mainly just to mess with these two? Essentially.
Our goal is to be Emperor
Yeah.
either when time runs out or when they get the crystal shard to defeat them in the castle.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we still have to be Emperor.
Okay. So it's my go.
So it's
I
your
believe.
go now. Yes.
So I start with a card, right?
Yep.
Feed on slave. Roll a d20. On a result of 11 or higher, you recover 1 willpower up to your max. Then put this card back into the deck and shuffle the deck.
Oh, okay.
17, I get a willpower.
Yep. And then you shuffle the deck.
You can shuffle if you want.
Okay.
I'm going to roll this d6. Well, first I'm going to move that. For visuals, 6. Okay, I definitely want to go this way. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I had landed here, I would fight it, right?
I believe so. If you
Does
land on
this
a
assist me?
Yes.
Or no? So,
Yeah, because it's
okay.
with you.
All right, cool. And I think that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
So it is your turn again.
It's Kira's turn.
Yes.
Kira.
Kira's speed is a D8.
Okay. Six.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Is that good?
I think
Hope
so,
it's
yeah.
not crystal bats.
Yeah. Landstriders.
Hey.
Take this card as a new special ability card.
Hey.
Landstriders confer speed of D12 to Kira and Jen if they move as a group. Kira can also discard this card to roll an extra D20 for a failed brawn or speed test without losing a willpower.
Nice.
Okay.
All
Your
right.
turn, Andy, I
Well.
believe. Oh no, you still have. Is that it?
That's it for her.
Yeah, that was my
But now Augra,
Moves.
moves.
21 hours remain. And now it's me. I am Emperor.
Yeah, let's see what we got.
I feel like most games are not going to
Gartham
start
or
as
Gartham?
rough as this
Yeah,
game started for
that
me.
was
That was just
brutal.
It's hard to go an entire round getting hit for that much on both of your
Grab
characters
this Gartham.
Roll a d4. Sorry.
on the very first turn.
Yeah.
That's tough.
2.
2.
Which
What
way?
happens if I move the Gartham to me? Does it attack me?
I think it does. I don't know.
I'm in control of the Gartham.
Well,
Yeah.
I think then it just will move with you if it's there, I think.
Yeah, I think you probably like join up at that.
Yeah, you make a
point.
friend. Did you want it to go that way?
Well, I need to know whether it's going to attack me if I move it to me or not.
You just could build like an army of like 4 Gartham, chase one person down.
Gartham that were already in the space. So if you
Started there.
if Gelfling, yeah, Gartham that were moving with him will be on his side during the combat. Gartham that were already in the space are assumed to be under the control of the other Skeksis. Movement, Skeksis. The space contains one or more enemy characters. The space contains no enemy characters. There's no option.
So I guess it just moves into the space with me. It's not an enemy
Yeah,
character.
Yes,
it's not
it's not an
enemy,
enemy.
So.
Okay.
And now you roll for movement.
Yes, and I'm going to drag this guy with me.
4. Which way you want to go?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Or 1, 2, 3, 4.
What are you
I
feeling?
guess the move is to move toward the Gelfling. I'm
Okay.
over here now.
All right.
And now it's Jen's
Oh,
turn.
sorry. Here you go. Jen.
So do you roll a d4 and hope that you get a 2?
Oh yeah, we have the speed down
Yeah,
mechanic.
I think I'm gonna do that.
1 in 4 chance.
If I get a 1, I'm
can
safe.
go this way,
if I
yeah.
get a 2, I'm safe.
Yeah.
Like no matter
Yeah.
what I get, I have a safe place to go.
Should be good.
It was the
in theory, yeah.
it was the 5
Yeah.
messing with me that either way I went, I was
Yeah.
I was out of luck.
4.
That's a 4.
4. So,
Okay.
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
See, this is why we house rolled being able to land
Yeah.
on and being able to
It's
like
so hard to
forego the
dial it
rest of
in.
your because even rolling the lowest die, I'm still overshooting.
Yeah.
Okay. What's
I need
the
to
move?
encounter a card.
What do you got?
Podling Village. Leave this card on the space. If a Gelfling rests here, roll a d6 and gain that many points of willpower rather than 1. If a Gartham or Skeksis ends its move here and defeats the Gelflings in combat, or if there are no Gelflings here to defend the village, discard this card.
All right.
So this is doing what Labyrinth did for us, which is the locations. That
start to
location is
become-
actually where it should be.
Yeah.
Because you can see this is the Gelfling
the ruin.
ruins.
Okay.
So the Podling village should be here
Yeah,
or
it should be
here,
nearby.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
according to the movie.
The Labyrinth
Yeah.
game actually did do that. The cards came out in the places where they belonged
was just by
on the
coincidence.
board, which
That's
is
interesting.
weird.
All
The
right.
Rainbow Crags should actually be up here by Augra's place, but
Yeah.
we'll ignore
We'll
that.
ignore that for now. Okay, so I
So
believe it's
yeah,
It's now
me.
John's
turn.
Me. Okay, let's see. Wabam.
Gartham.
Gartham. Roll a d4. I have to choose a Gartham. I'm gonna go with this one.
You're taking my Gartham.
Oh, actually,
your
I'll go.
Gartham.
I'll go with this
Oh,
one.
this
That's
is
your
your
Gartham.
I'll go
Yeah.
with this one. Yeah,
Yeah.
my bad. Dang. 1.
Oh!
Boom.
Okay, fine.
Sure. Roll.
You totally could have knocked Kira out.
I know, but I still need the scepter.
Jeez. That's true. That's true. You're not Emperor,
1,
so.
2, 3. I should roll a d4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1.
1.
Bang. There we go.
All right. Is that the end of the round?
Yes, because I drew a card. Here you go, Kira.
Kira.
Okay.
There you go.
So, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Do not get a.
4.
Okay, so you're safe either way, I think.
Yeah.
No matter what you get, you
There's a
should be
clear
safe.
space for me to land on.
1.
1. Yeah. Okay, they're getting closer to each other.
Fight him.
Oh. Soaring Cliffs test speed versus D8.
Oh,
So,
You missed,
a comeback.
some saltiness.
I was super
Amanda
salty.
rolled a
I mean,
bunch of ones.
I rolled a lot of ones. And when you roll a lot of ones and the other team rolls a lot of very good things
Yeah.
and has a lot of very good enemies on the board against you,
Yeah.
I feel justified in being a bit salty about that.
Yeah.
It's fair.
She's trying to get
the dice were
Kara and
unhappy
Jen
with
to
me.
get to each other. and
Yeah.
the game's not cooperating.
No, this is why I like the house rule of landing.
Yeah.
For foregoing the rest of your movement to stop with your friend.
Yeah.
I do like that this game has a method to move fewer spaces if you want to,
Yes.
but the best odds you can get for landing on a friend is
Are
1
1
in
out of
4.
War. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's tough.
Yeah.
I'm not. And in the Labyrinth game, you have 4 friends to land on.
For
Yeah, that's
buddies.
really
there are-
hard.
Well,
Yeah.
no, it's easier because if they're all in one
okay,
area,
yeah.
their odds are better that your die roll will actually hit one of them. Whereas this game, it's just the two
two
of
of
us
you.
trying to get into the same space,
moving
and that's
back and forth
really
over each other.
difficult.
That's hard.
So I'm not. I'm thinking that forego your movement
Okay.
thing
House
is
rules.
probably
Well,
a good house rule to
For the remainder of the game, we'll allow that to happen.
That's fair.
But you rolled a 1, so it wouldn't have worked anyways.
Right, but it would have worked earlier.
Yeah.
I could have stopped on my friend earlier and joined up. So, I kind of had a feeling that might be
The case?
Yeah.
the case.
Yeah.
Just because that mechanic was not fixed and it was something that we really needed fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the roll of the die. It was the roll of the die was a lot of ones and
Yeah.
continues to be ones. But
You have your.
I have my land striders to use against
Give
speed
it-
tests.
Yeah.
Sweet!
So what's the test?
Oh, yeah.
I am rolling testing speed against a D8 for the soaring cliffs.
Okay.
Oh,
So
sorry.
I can roll a
That was a
D12.
3.
Yeah, that was a 3.
John rolled a 3.
Unintentionally rolled a 3. But yeah. Nice!
That's a
a
9.
There you go.
All right.
It's not a one-sided die note. Success, leave this card on the space. And thank God it wasn't a failure because I would have lost 2 will points, which means I would have
Yeah, you
died.
would have
Died.
lost Fizzgig.
Yeah, that would have been sad.
All right.
Your turn.
So, yeah, Augra. We have 20 turns remaining.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if it truly averages out. You should have seen the minion surges that happened.
Yeah,
one
that
after
was
another after
ridiculous.
another.
Was
There
that
were like
5
There
or
were 4 or
4?
5 minion surges at once, and it was horrific. After
All
I
right. As
had
Emperor,
lost a lot of life.
I'm going to feed on a slave.
Ew.
Oh, come on. It's useful.
I want your living
Vital
essence.
I can't make
I'm an
the
11 or higher.
Oh, you made
I
it,
rolled a
17.
17. I gain 1 willpower.
There you go, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ew.
Now I move.
All right, D6. There you go. Or do you want a D4?
Oh, I have to shuffle after that, right?
Oh, yeah,
Put
you
this
have to
card back
shuffle
into the
after.
deck and shuffle it.
There you go. D4 or D6. Which one would you prefer?
Where am I?
You are
I'm over
here.
there, and I don't have my Garthin.
No, because I removed him from the game.
Well, you stole him from me.
Yeah.
He's still there. Garthim.
So if a Gotham's destroyed, it just goes to this pile and gets summoned more.
Yeah,
But the max we can have is 4.
that's right. Yeah,
Okay.
we can have no more than 4 Garthim on the board.
That's fair. Well, yeah, for us it's fair. Alright, so what is the strat?
So I'm here.
Yep. Now you want to...
Amanda, you have the instructions?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's right there.
I know that Skeksis do not draw cards if they land on an empty space. Do they encounter cards if there's a card there?
Oh, that's a good
That's a
question.
really good question.
I like this.
Let's take a look.
It is really nice.
That's all. Oh no, that's the
The opponent can be an enemy card, character, and/or his minions, or indeed a creature or treacherous area of terrain as described in a world card.
Okay.
It does not make a specification for Gelflings only here.
Okay.
So...
Yeah, it's just when facing a creature or challenge, the active
I
player
think I want
rolls.
more options, so I'm going to roll a d6.
Sounds good. 3.
3. So I could go attack
Here
Jen
or
in the
here.
Podling Village and try and destroy the Podling Village.
Though this says cards often instruct the Gelflings revealing them. Well,
Yeah.
it's the Gelflings revealing them to take a wit or brawn test.
Yeah.
But then, whenever Skeksis moves with the Garthim, he uses the D4 for his moves. Garthim slow him down.
Oh, I didn't know that. We've
Yeah.
been doing that wrong.
What happened?
The
The
Garthim
Garthim have
slow
a
you
speed
down
of
if you're
4.
traveling with the Garthim. You can't move
Oh,
faster than 4.
okay.
Yeah. It
Ruh-roh.
looks like if it's a space that's already out, you have to encounter it, but you never bring a card out.
Okay.
When it's your go, draw a minion card, rest or move.
Does that include our
Yeah.
our little buddies here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there is no. I'm sorry, Amanda, but the only correct move for me, because I could move over to here,
Yeah.
but I think I want to attack you in the Podling
Fine.
Village, and
Which
if I
is-
beat you, then
Yeah.
I destroy the Podling Village, right?
So what does destroying it do? Just flip the card over?
Let me see.
Oh my goodness.
If a Garthim ends its move here.
Oh no, I'm not a Garthim.
Yeah.
No, if a Garthim or Skeksis ends its move here and
Okay.
defeats the Gelflings in combat, discard this card.
Oh.
Yeah. Or if there are no Gelflings here to defend the village. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
I'm gonna do battle with you.
A battle
A
of...
battle of wits.
Sure.
Okay.
That's a D12.
And you
for
get a
me.
D10?
I get a D10.
Okay. 1.
1.
Yes.
7.
Well-
Finally, someone else rolls ones. Trial by die.
And I believe I acquire that scepter.
Oh, you are correct.
Trial
by
die. I am the emperor now.
You have a deeper voice.
Arr. I haven't seen the movie since I was a child.
Yeah, no, that's
It
cool.
scared the heck out of me.
Yeah,
It was an experience
intense
seeing it in the
Yes.
theater on the big screen in high def. It was
Yeah,
like
so
it was
good.
so beautiful.
We're gonna see Labyrinth in the theater in like June.
That
so-
sounds
Yeah.
fun. That's cool.
I'm really looking forward to seeing that.
All right. Well, I did not destroy the Podling Village,
Nope, sure did.
Congratulations.
Yay!
and now it is.
I
Jen's
defended the
turn.
poor podlings.
Yeah. So here you go.
All right, is
and
it
I'm-
Kira's turn or
Jen.
Jen's turn?
Jen.
All right, so Jen is
So
going.
we're house ruling it that you can land on
if I
Kira.
land
Yeah.
on Kira, yeah, it's just it's
Yes.
it's
I
otherwise
assume
it's
you just land on her.
way
Way
too
too
hard.
hard.
Let's roll anyways, but
2.
and you'll stop on her.
Yeah, I'll forego
So-
the rest of my
Do
turn.
you still have to encounter the cliffs, or do you get to team up
That's
with
a
her
good
right off the
question.
bat?
Well, I think I get to team up with her right away, and then I can encounter the cliffs and use her die.
Hey, more
Thank you
bits.
for the
More
7 bits.
bits.
Does that put Lobster of Revenge into the lead? No.
No,
he's
Six
down
Vampires
by
with
6.
20-something is still in the lead.
Loving the Shamrock, bro. That's really cool.
Yes, the Lucky Shamrock.
It actually says when rolling a speed test
Yeah.
for the group, you roll the lowest
Oh,
because you
yeah,
have to
okay,
wait for
yeah.
the
The other
slowest. But they both have the same speed
Eight.
aside from the Land Strider. But this actually says Landstriders confer speed D12 to Kira and Jen if they move as a group. So
Okay.
that actually covers me for this. So it's a D12.
There you go.
Regardless.
It's so good
And
that
what do
Kira
we,
got the Landstrider.
What do you
Yeah.
need someone else to roll?
D8.
Okay, D8.
3.
10.
10. Okay, you
So we
pass.
succeed against the soaring cliffs.
Way to go.
Because Kira unfolds her wings.
Emperor
and
John,
My
draw
move.
2
floats
cards and choose
safely to
one.
the ground. Kira is also going to pass Fizzgig over to Jen because Jen has
God.
way.
Yeah.
What happens to the other
Willpower,
card if I don't
willpower.
choose it? Does it go on
It goes
top?
to the bottom of the deck.
The bottom of the deck. Okay. Oh, man. I'll go with the Gartham.
All right, which Gartham are you going to move?
I will move this Gartham.
Okay, D4.
D4.
Amanda, can you pass the D4?
I got long arms. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, now you move.
Okay, and I have to
Remember,
move
you
a
have to do a
D4.
4 because, yeah,
Because you have a Gartham with you.
4.
plotting.
Wow.
1, 2, 3.
No!
Okay, so now,
Brawn.
Yeah.
brawn check. So you guys roll both your brawns and
Yeah.
choose the higher, and he chooses the higher between himself and a Gartham, which are both D12.
12.
Ugh, can I have the 4?
Yeah.
Oh, I actually get to bump up to an 8.
Oh, yeah.
For,
Hey!
I get to bump up to.
So you have a 6 and a 6.
Yeah, or if I give Fizzgig back to Kira, I have an 8 and a 4.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
I'll do, I'll do 2 6s. We'll
2
see how this
6s?
goes.
Okay, best of luck. Ready? First up. 1.
That's a 1.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
8.
3.
Okay, I'll take the
All right.
highest of the 8.
So you defeat Jen?
Yeah.
Okay?
Or, yeah.
Yeah. I'm cool with that.
All
Okay.
right. Jen had a lot more willpower, so it's cool.
That's fair.
Now it's Kira's turn. Now, you
Just
could
wanna double-
rest.
I want to make
Okay.
sure that
Nothing else happens,
the
right?
problem is
Yeah.
if I rest with an enemy in the space, that could be bad for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there's resting with friends and resting with enemies.
Oh.
They're different things.
If it had tied at originally, if it was
Well, you
both
could
1-1.
use the Landstriders and maybe make it to the village.
Yeah, you might be able to
Yeah.
run through. If I had, if we had both, if it was just myself
Yeah,
and
if you decide to
the
rest,
one.
your go is immediately over. You don't move or attack any enemies in the space, nor draw world cards. You automatically gain a willpower token.
Okay.
A character that is lying down because it has been knocked out earlier must rest. Stand the model back up after you rest. Gartham cannot rest. Resting with friends. When your Gelfling is resting and the other Gelfling is in the same space, you can share stories with your friend around the campfire. Talking through your worries and fears can help you both regain confidence in the success of your quest. After you have received the willpower from your resting, you can then give one of your own willpower tokens to the other Gelfling. Resting with enemies, Skeksis only. When your Skeksis is resting and there is one or both Gelflings in the same space, you can decide that you don't want to rest at all, but rather attack the Gelflings.
Okay.
If you do so, you still don't move, but you do not gain any willpower as you're not actually resting. Instead, you attack the Gelflings as if you just landed on the same space, as explained on page 13. Note that Gartham cannot do this. They will always just stupidly walk away, even when the Gelflings are in their space at the start of their move.
Huh.
Imagine that the Gelflings are hiding and holding really still.
Okay, so if you enter this area, you just move through it. It's no problem.
So what she's saying is, say you weren't in that space.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you drew a Gartham card.
Yeah.
And you chose that Gartham.
And we
you
were
can't
resting.
have that Gartham attack them in
Okay,
the space
okay.
they're
Like
in. It
that's
has
fair.
to move.
If we had spent our last turn resting, we're hiding. We're
All right,
pinned.
cool.
Whereas if I decide to rest, on your next turn you could be like, "Rah!" and attack me. So I do not want to rest in that
there.
space
Actually,
at all.
you're going to get a move before he gets to attack you.
So I could rest this turn
You
and
could
then
rest
move
this
with the
turn
other.
and then move with
Kira?
Well, it's Kira's turn right now, right?
It is.
Oh, it is Kira's turn.
Yeah.
Kira.
So Kira could rest, gain 1, and then potentially
Yeah.
trade with.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
Jen.
keeping that because she needs the 2.
Yeah.
All right, so you get one of these. There you go.
Kira has rested.
And that's the end
That's
of
the end of your turn.
Okay.
Yep.
So passing it off.
And then time passes.
Time
You're at
passes.
19 turns.
My God. And
And-
it's normally 13?
It's 13 in the Labyrinth game,
Oh.
which doesn't have quite the
This
the
it's
rules aren't as
normally
complex.
19.
Okay.
We went up to 20.
Yeah. To put more time.
Give
on it.
ourselves a little more time to hit because I'm not encountering that many cards.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
yeah.
Skeksil.
Your turn. What is your move? First you draw
First
one
I
card.
draw. I am no longer the Emperor, so I just draw Crystal Bats.
Oh.
Pick any world space. If Gelflings are there, the bats attack them with D10 wit. So obviously I attack the Gelfling with D10 wit.
That's
Fine.
crazy.
I don't understand why it says pick any world space. Oh, I guess if the Gelflings are in the castle,
They can't be hit.
can't attack them with the bats.
Okay.
Or if they're in the valley, because the valley is not
you have a
technically a world
D10?
space.
You have the
I know because I have a 10
Yeah.
and an 8.
Yeah, I have a D10.
9.
I got a
and
9 and a 5.
Okay.
All right, you have to get a max roll. Okay, you did
4.
not do
I
it.
failed.
Congratulations.
There was instructions for
There's a
failure.
failure.
Oh.
Fail. Discard this card.
Oh, it's out of the deck.
Yeah.
No,
gone.
it's discarded.
Well, discard is.
Goes to the bottom.
Goes to the
Oh,
bottom.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, discard in this game is put it on the bottom of whatever deck
ship
it
it.
came from.
All right.
The
and
reason being, every time we discard one of those, it's bringing Augur closer to the top.
okay.
Yeah.
Would you like to go fast or slow?
I think I'm gonna go fast, which
Alright.
is D6.
Gotta go fast. You gotta go fast. 3.
1, 2, 3.
Or 1,
You've got
2,
lots of Gotham
3.
you can send at me,
Yes, I can.
but you're already Emperor, so you have no reason to send Gotham at me.
That is true.
I'm in the swamp.
Is there any way for either one of us to permanently be killed?
No,
Okay.
if we run out of will, we drop any special cards we have,
Oh
back to
no.
and we go back to here.
Okay. But if you run out of will, what happens?
If
I go if I'm carrying Fizzgig,
Yes.
we lose Fizzgig.
Okay.
If
and you drop whatever special cards.
and we
you
drop
have.
whatever special cards we have aside from our like.
Okay, yeah.
I think those
Core.
drop off too.
Keep this
They're
card
special
behind your
ability.
character sheet.
Keep this card beside like
okay.
they're not like a card that you've
Yeah.
gained. They're
Oh, there's a
your
picture on
like,
the back.
innate
That's nice.
ability. Like she's not gonna lose her wings.
Good point. Good point.
Those are attached.
It
to
kinda
her
looks like
body.
a-
So yeah, John. In answer to your question,
Yes.
if they
But I would
run
lose
out
the
of
Land
will,
Striders.
yeah,
Yeah.
you would lose your Landstriders. You would lose Fizzgig.
Yeah.
And if you
And we
are
go back.
well,
back there,
if
yeah.
you're defeated by a Gartham or Skeksis,
Oh,
you
go
end
to a
up in the prison.
If it's against a test, though, we go
If
back.
it's against a test,
okay,
you go
okay.
back here, and the
And how do you get out of prison?
you roll a speed check.
Yep.
Okay. I
Which,
believe.
You know, we are both pretty speedy.
Yep.
I mean, we're both D8s speed wise, so.
Sweet.
Well, that's the end of my move. So now it is Jen's move.
We're getting out of here.
Sounds good.
We are moving. We've got our Land Striders,
Yep.
so I'm rolling that D12.
1, 5.
5.
Where you gonna
1,
go?
2, 3, 4, 5.
You wanna get back to the village, or do you
1,
wanna
2,
go
3,
away?
4, 5.
Well, you guys can't get us in the village, but I want to get away from you guys.
So you're aiming for
I'm
that
gonna go
area?
that way, yeah.
Boom. And they move together now?
They move together unless one of us waylays them. If we defeat them in a test of wit,
And if we actually had two different players
Yeah.
playing the Gelflings, one of the players could say, "I'll take Fizzgig and get out of here and go get the shard," or like they can split up if they decide to. As a single player, I get to decide what happens to both of them.
Okay.
But if we were two players, one of those players could decide, "I don't want to travel with you."
yeah.
Okay. So now you get a card?
Yes, I
Yes, something happens.
do. All right.
What's the news?
Cheftas the Deceiver. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Test wit versus a D12.
D12.
So yeah. So
You're
I
the
get to do a
witty one.
D10.
You're the witty one, so go ahead. Hey!
Lobster Revenge.
Lobster Revenge has
Is
taken
now
the
the
lead.
Bit King.
Yes, has taken over the bit lead.
4, 12.
12.
Ick.
There's no way you can beat a 12.
Yeah,
But-
I can't. But I can discard Jen's Gelfling pipe to roll an extra D20 for a failed wit test without losing a willpower.
All right. There you go. So that's once per game, right?
This is a one I can
Yeah.
discard this. To do
What
that.
happens if you fail this check?
If I fail this check, I test brawn versus a D6.
That would be my roll.
And if I fail, I lose 2 willpower.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right, best of luck. Are you going to use that card or are you going to try for the brawn?
I mean, I get a D8 with Kira. Like, I would get to roll both a D4. Like, no, I get I get 2
Give
D6s.
Fizzgig to her.
Yeah,
and
she'll
you
get a D8.
Yeah. But it's Jen doing the test because it was Jen's turn.
Can
so
you-
Jen would be the one to lose the 2 willpower if we fail it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that wouldn't knock him out. And my point being, 2 willpower knocks Kira out.
Yeah. Oh boy, this is a tough call. What are you feeling?
I mean, this is a 12. That's hard to beat. So
Yeah,
you probably
it's
want
really
to go
hard
on to the
beat.
brawn check.
I think I'll go on to the brawn check.
Okay, brawn is me.
I
Fizzgig
will
to
pass
her.
Fizzgig to Kira,
All right, you ready?
and we
It's a
What do you
will.
want?
D6 brawn check.
It's a D6 brawn check. Yep,
Oh.
and I am rolling a D8 and a D4.
Best of luck.
Brawn is
5.
5. 7.
7. No, that's
That's a 1 and a 4.
Oh,
That's 2 will.
So if we do the house rule where we add them, it's a.
Oh, okay,
If we
okay.
do the house rule where it's with advantage, where you take the higher die roll, then it's not.
yeah.
Personally, like I said, I prefer the house.
We've
rule
already
with
done the house
addition.
rule with meeting up, so
That's
we may
fair.
as well.
Yeah.
Why
Okay.
not? I don't
I
mind.
think honestly, I think those 2 house rules do make these games more enjoyable because
Yes.
there's less frustration based not on like someone else, another player or the card. The frustration ends up being with the mechanic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that is what makes a game unenjoyable to me. So if I can fix that mechanic very easily,
Okay.
and that's
So
an
we'll
easy
call it a
fix.
win for
That's
you
fair.
guys. So what happens on a success?
Discard the card.
Oh, okay.
Just get rid of it.
Okay.
It does not stay after
Stay.
the brawn check.
And now it's Skek Ung.
Oh my god, it's a war again. Here we go.
Oh man,
Bit war.
sucking my
Draw
will to live.
1,
What's
draw
sucking your will
2.
to live?
Let me see.
The bit war?
I don't like this card very much.
Cheftas
I'm
the
gonna go with this
Deceiver?
one. Minion search.
Okay.
Let's
So
see
which
how
one?
it goes.
Which
Oh,
one?
right, I have to decide. I'll pick this one.
Okay.
I like my friend being with me. I've named him Charles. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then
Another card. Gartham.
Okay.
That's okay.
We're going with
That's
this
not
one.
the
Same
like
Oh,
just
lobster.
battalion of Gartham
of-
coming out.
That was a fun card. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm sure it was fun.
Yeah, like 4 Garth.
4.
Okay,
All right.
4.
So which way?
Yeah, it was
way?
like 4 or 5 of them. It was
4.
ridiculous. It was
1,
nonsense.
2,
All I
3,
know is that I
4.
Back
kept
to where he
feeling.
started.
Yeah.
I kept feeling
Oh,
like-
wait, I was here, right?
Yes.
I was like,
1,
wait, don't
2,
I get a
3,
turn
4.
at some point in here? Like, how is he still going? And
Right,
then
now
I
it's your
realized
turn.
that it was because
Oh,
of the
yes,
card.
it
Plot
is.
along with your Gartham.
We will plod along with my Gartham.
Your Gartham named what?
Charles.
Charles.
Charles the Gartham,
Is he
man.
in charge?
Charles in charge of our days and our
Oh.
lives. We are the Gartham.
All right,
Wanna
and
hit that.
Kira.
Okay,
Yeah, that's it.
Kira's turn now. Thank
Oh, this
God.
goes at the bottom of the deck.
Yeah.
Kira is again going to pass Fizzgig to Jen.
Okay.
Okay.
And
What is the plan here?
I'm
Gonna
moving.
use the Land Strider.
Sounds
I'm using the
good.
Land Striders. I have clear spaces to go to.
Here we
Regardless
go.
of how I roll,
Here we
so.
go. 12.
12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You
9.
can get to the Valley.
Val,
of
if you
Stone.
want to, yeah.
And it's you guys can't go in there.
Right.
You're
No,
safe. So
you're safe.
we are going to go into the valley and rest.
Fly away.
Okay.
Do you recover now, or do you have to wait till rest?
They have
I
to actually
wait
rest.
Yeah, I have to
Okay.
rest.
But when they rest there, whomever rests there gets full will.
Yep.
Okay.
So instead of regaining 1, you get full, and you draw a card. But
Yeah.
So this will become 6.
no.
No,
it
I
becomes
gain up,
full
I gain
on
up
this variable.
my, yeah,
Starting.
my starting.
Actually, is it starting or max?
Let me check.
It might be max.
If it's
When
max, that's really
resting,
good.
You gain your full 6 points of willpower.
Yeah.
And then you can give 1 to the other Gelfling if present. When you rest, you also receive some sagely advice from one of the mystics. Draw a mystic card
Hey.
and keep it, placing it beside your character sheet. The card shows one of the mystics with his wit and brawn. This card effectively adds a new special ability card to your Gelfling, allowing you to roll an extra die if you fail a wit or brawn test using the relevant skill. However,
the bit
be
wars.
careful.
Be careful of.
Be careful. You can only do this once per game, and you must discard the special ability card after you've used it.
Oh,
the
no.
discarded card is placed at the bottom of the Mystic deck. So here's the thing. If you can only do it once per game,
Yeah.
and then you place the card at the bottom of the Mystic deck, there are only 2 Gelflings.
Yeah. You're only going to get 2 possible mystics per game.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you're putting it at the bottom of the deck as if it matters.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, here's a question.
However,
Yes.
whenever a Gelfling gains a new special ability card, one of the Skeksis also steps forward to help either the Emperor or his rival. Balance must be preserved. Which
So,
is why
yeah.
we also have Skeksis cards.
Okay.
The Skeksis with the fewest special ability cards draws a Skeksis card and places it beside his character sheet.
We are-
if
in the
the
case of
Skeksis
a
have
tie-
the same amount, the Emperor receives the new special character card.
Oh.
These are used exactly like the Mystic cards, and when discarded, are placed at the bottom of the Skeksis deck.
Very good. Would
So-
you like a card?
Handled.
And that is the end of your turn.
Yep, sure is.
Okay.
But I can
Moves.
breathe a sigh of relief because I'm
So it is
safe in
now
my
18
village.
turns remaining. Yes, and now Kira has discovered the village. She can go
So she
back
could go
there.
back there by herself.
Hey.
If she fails a test card, she does go back there.
Okay.
The idea being that one of the mystics has found
Yes.
her passed out in the wild and
brought her back.
Sounds
So
cool.
it is Skeksil's turn.
Let's see what you got.
Minion Surge.
There we go.
I'm going to
course
take
it is.
George away from you, Charles.
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 I mean, you could take George, but it wouldn't do much good because that
Yeah.
one's not George.
1.
It's coming towards
Oh my
no!
god.
Okay.
I've been
All right.
accosted.
And that's my Minion Surge.
The Gartham
now.
was in such a rush to get away from you, bowled you right over.
Crystal Bats.
And-
Pick
Crystal
any
Bats,
world
fly!
space. So this is where that comes into effect.
It's not a
You
world.
are not
it's not
on
a
a
world
world
space.
space, so the Crystal Bats can't find you.
But they can find me.
It does nothing. If there is a
Oh.
Gelfling there, the
Gelfling.
bats attack them with the D12 wit. And on success, they're spotted.
I apologize. That
But
stinks.
they're in the Mystic Valley, so
Can't
it
see
does
us.
nothing.
Valley
Okay.
of the Stones.
I get
it's
to
nice and
move
protected.
now.
Good. Well, do you want the 4 or the 6? You don't have a.
question.
You don't
I
have a
don't
companion.
Skeksis with me. I'm going to draw and do the 6.
All right. Best of luck, sir. Let's see where you go. You got a 5. I think we can meet.
2, 3, 4, 5. If I land on a Gartham, does it attack me?
It will, because you did not command it there. It's an.
Yeah.
You consider it an enemy.
So I probably want to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm way, way out of the way.
Are you really?
Yeah, that's true. All right,
It's a circle.
and now it's Jen's turn.
Jen,
Alrighty.
what you gonna do? Jen.
Jen's gonna rest
Okay.
in the valley.
Yes.
So you get one of these cards.
Well, okay. First, you get all the way up to 6,
Do you want to give one
and then
to?
you can give one to Kira.
Kira's also going to rest.
Okay.
so
We gave ourselves extra rounds,
Yeah.
so I'm going to go ahead and take the rest and refill both of their will
Sounds
because they are taking hits left and right. They need a nap.
That's fair.
So they're going to do that.
Oh god.
Bits.
Duh,
I
bits.
got Ernal the herbalist, who has a brawn and wit of 10.
Okay.
Okay.
And you guys,
Yep.
the
well-
Emperor gets.
I receive
Who did you get?
Shinnok, the Scroll Keeper, or Skekok.
Skekok.
Skek. They all start with
They all
Skek.
start with Skek. Just like these guys all start with
Brawn D8. Wit D12.
Wow.
So I get one of these two. Is that it?
Oh yeah.
Is that an
No,
individual?
because there are like 7 of these.
I think they must show up in the.
I think yeah, they
palace.
show up in the castle.
Oh, okay. So I just have
Bit
this
Wars.
companion now.
More
times.
bits. Not that I'm
Thanks, guys, for the Bit Wars.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So now I
whose turn was
have
that?
a means of making up for my lack of wit. That was Jen's turn, so now it is my turn, I believe.
Yes.
So now,
Gelflings cannot normally move into the crystal castle.
There we
Skeksis
go,
are free
son.
to move in, out, and around the castle
First
as normal,
draw,
following
two.
the arrows as shown.
I need that scepter back.
going with Garm. I want my friend back if I can, so I'm
What
choosing.
happens?
Oh, I got Gartham.
Gartham.
I'm going to choose this one.
Okay.
D4.
Skeksis cannot move into the
one.
crystal chamber
Yeah.
until the end.
Accidental, but I'll take it. Is that fair? Is
Yeah,
that
that's
okay?
fine.
I'm just making sure.
And you're gonna move.
I have to, I think,
Go
right?
slow. Yep.
I'm going to aim to go back to the palace. 1, so I'm entering here.
Okay.
All right. It is your turn, sir.
And Kira.
Kira!
Kira's gonna rest.
Kira is
Yes.
going to rest. So you get another one of these cards?
Yep.
Yeah, so she gets one.
Do I get another one, or does he get
No,
one?
Yep,
you.
sure
I
do.
am the one with the fewest special
Yeah.
cards, so I get
Therefore-
one.
That's right.
Well, first, yeah,
I
guess.
get Skekzok, the Ritual Master. Brawn and Wit.
What's their?
Oh, I'm sorry. Brawn is a D8 and Wit is a D12.
I'm really
Oh.
excited about this. So you got the Ritual Master?
Yes.
I got the Ritual Guardian.
Hey!
It's so good. That's so
fun.
flavorful.
I have to read the
That's
novel that you gave me for Christmas.
I did 17 bits from Monster
So many
Revenge.
bits.
It's a game of inches, guys.
Yeah.
I got Urza, the Ritual Guardian, who has a brawn of 8 and a wit of 12.
Okay.
So I moved the bit tracker around. Now whenever they do bits, they cover us up. So if they don't want to see us, if we're too ugly for them, just pitch some bits in there. It covers us right up.
So endgame, when a Gelfling is carrying the shard of the crystal, it acquires the ability to enter the crystal castle. When its movement takes it to the moat, instead of continuing its move clockwise or counterclockwise, the Gelfling can move from the moat into the first
Excuse me.
space of the crystal castle, the slave quarters. If the other Gelfling is not already moving in a group with the Gelfling bearing the shard, move the other Gelfling into the slave quarter space. The Gelflings join together for this last part of their quest, no matter what.
Nice. I like that.
I really do
like
like
that a lot.
that. That definitely helps
Yes.
with that
Mitigating.
fixes a mechanic from the other one.
Yeah.
That's good.
That the character is moving around. I actually think maybe the errata.
Charge and charge.
So that was your resting.
Yes, I believe
Yeah.
she rested.
So now we
It is
have
your turn.
17 turns remaining, and it is my turn.
Okay.
Skeksil. I am not Emperor, so I draw one card.
Yeah.
Minion Surge!
What would you like to move?
I'm gonna.
If you take control of him and you
Yeah.
get another minion surge, you can move him back to attack, which is an option.
No, I'm gonna grab a new.
A new friend.
out of the pits. And
3.
move him 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, because he has to go all the way
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
But it's a minion surge, so I get to do that again.
Okay, so we got
So
Gartham.
Gartham,
That
I'm gonna
one?
move him towards you guys.
1.
1. Well, there he is.
So we got our full Gartham, Charles, George, Winston, and Gabriel.
Okay.
I'm never
so,
gonna remember that.
I will.
do we not have any other stands? Were that's all the stands?
Those are all the
So,
stands.
So at the end, I think the
pop the
Gartham come
stands
off
off
the
the Gartham?
stands.
Yeah.
The Podlings go in the slave quarters,
Oh.
and these guys each have a room to go in that they get fought.
Oh,
Gotcha.
oh, okay. So they're like
So,
final
The
encounters.
slave quarters, you're ambushed by slave Podlings. The banquet hall,
The Gourmand,
yeah,
probably.
it's you put the gourmet Skeksis in the banquet hall and the slave master Skeksis in the throne room.
All right.
So you would have to go boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
Then to the Crystal
It's
Cavern, and
a
then we
speed-
go,
It's a
go
speed
there.
test again, and you guys immediately are in the Crystal Cavern at that
Yeah.
point.
So we'll be teleported. Okay, whatever we're
Speed
doing.
test against a D8 for the slave quarters. speed test against a D10 in the banquet hall, speed test against a D12 in the throne room, and then when the Gelflings move into the space, they must attack, or for the crystal chamber, they have to attack the Skeksis in the chamber.
What?
If there are still 2 Skeksis in the chamber, they put aside their differences in the face of disaster and fight as a group.
Okay, so we'll have to team up eventually if it comes to that point.
Yeah.
Alright, so, you still have the chance to move, sir?
Yes, I do have the chance to move. I'm going to roll a d6.
1.
I just wanted to know how that would work.
I
don't.
Oh,
It
sorry.
is Jen's turn.
I don't
Alright.
feel hopeful, but
You don't.
I'm not as.
You recovered quite a bit, though.
I
You got a
did.
bit of a comeback.
But there's those rolls are really hard. So.
And you're about to get another bonus.
And I would
bonus.
lose the Landstriders as well. Like you can't bring the Landstriders into the castle, so I don't get that.
No, I
speed
assume you
boost.
can. Does
Yeah.
it actually say it on the card?
It says it in the instructions
Oh.
that like you if it says the Gelflings join together for this last part of their quest. If the other Gelfling was in the dungeon, it has clearly freed itself. If Kira has the Landstriders, she must discard it at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's just how that is. So we're moving with a D12.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's
I want to get
There you
to.
go.
Actually, I just need to encounter cards.
Yeah,
at this
you
point.
just have-
Yeah, that's the
cards now.
thing. So, 4. Which way you want to go?
High.
No.
Once, yeah. Oh,
There's
sorry, go
definitely
ahead.
it.
There you
Okay.
go.
The Deep Wood. I test Wit against a D8. That's annoying. Hopefully I won't fail.
Okay,
So I'm
let's
gonna
see.
use, well, I roll a D8 and a D10, so if
So
I
I'll
don't
roll the
succeed
D8
on this-
first. D8 is a 4. 2.
Two.
So roll the D8. You got to beat a 4. 2.
That-
All right, so
that-
now.
Well, I rolled a 2 and a 2, so that's a 4.
Oh, are we saying that?
We're
Okay.
adding it
That
together.
we had said that
House
the
rule.
last
Okay.
time, so
Yeah.
that's, yeah.
All right, so on a success?
Leave the card on the space.
Okay.
All right, what was it if it was fail?
If it was a fail, I lose a willpower, and if I'm in a group, I'm waylaid, and
Oh,
it's
that
the
stinks.
emperor who
Splits you
decides
up.
it. Yeah, where was I?
You're right there, right there.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Skek.
Oh, my goodness. I need to draw a card.
You're the emperor, so you draw 2.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen this card before, so I want to see. Oh, that's negative, so I'm going to put that at the bottom. There are apparently cards in this that deal less damage. So that's something to keep in mind.
Okay.
Wish those
So
had come
minion
out
surge?
a little
It has to be a
earlier.
mid surge. And the one I'm going to go with is this one.
Okay.
So I need a D4
Yep.
from the heavens. 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, good thing to know. If my
Yes.
characters do get waylaid, you get to decide which you split us up and move us in two
Okay.
different directions.
1, 2, 3.
One space clockwise or
Four.
one space
I'm gonna go with that.
counterclockwise.
John, I
Yeah.
hate to
but-
say this,
Yeah.
but it's almost 9:30.
Yeah, I was gonna be ready in about 7 minutes. I'll try to leave by 9:30.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll just continue my last turn and then I'll get ready to go.
All right, so it's still minion surging
But
time.
it doesn't, moving me for waylaying me does not trigger world cards. So
Okay.
you can't land me on something
Oh,
and make
yeah.
me do a test.
Darthan.
That doesn't
Which one?
Well, this one kind of failed real hard. I'm gonna move this one, so hopefully you can get
The
out of
one
my
that
way.
you have?
No, this one.
Does he have a
okay.
name? The failure one?
This one's Gabriel.
Okay,
Yeah,
Gabriel.
Winston, Gabriel, Charles, and George.
Okay.
I'm sure there's a reference to something, but
Gabriel, you really need to shape up.
1. So
now you have 2 Gotham. Oh, you okay?
No,
What?
you can't get him into it. That was he had to go through the crystal chamber to get.
oh, so here.
No.
No.
So
Oh, right.
the layout is here to
here,
here to here to here.
Oh, you skipped the dungeon.
The dungeon, yeah, you guys
So
don't
it goes here then, or it goes here?
You could go into
No.
you.
So it's here.
Yeah.
So you could have 2 Gartham.
I'll take 2 Gotham,
Yeah.
and then I'll roll this die. Well,
Yeah.
I have to. 3, So do I end in here now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
oh
I
no,
didn't
it's
remember.
You could go out.
1, 2. So you're in the crystal chamber.
Crystal Chamber.
Okay. You're in Molasses Swamp.
Okay,
Doesn't
and
get that reference.
Yeah.
We
no,
have
I
that
do. I love,
And it
I love
is
Candyland. don't
Kira.
mess with me on Candyland.
There's a
Okay, so I've acquired 2 of my friends, and I am still Emperor, so I think it's the time to drop out. 'cause I gotta get going.
You've done well.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for joining us, John. I'm
Yes.
sorry you couldn't stay all night.
It's cool.
I'm sorry you'll miss next week.
I will. However, I'm going to put my hat in the ring and make a nomination.
Okay.
Okay.
So for next time, if you require it at all, I don't know if Travis is not coming back, right? As far as we know.
Believe.
Yeah, I think
so.
Travis is still
are you
out
able
for a
to?
little bit.
Yeah, I believe Travis cannot be here next week.
Okay.
We'll find out.
Okay. We'll find out anyway. I'm going to nominate a 2-player game.
Okay.
So for my 2-player hat in the ring, we have done a few of my favorites. We've done Raptor before.
Yeah.
I do know a few others. So for my 2-player game, I'm saying probably I want to see a game of Tristhea, which I will teach and hopefully have ready.
Sports thing.
It is, but it is a drafting game with minis, which will be fun.
I'm not a sports person.
No. Okay.
Sports ball.
No sports ball. It's less so much like a, kick the ball sort of thing as fight your enemy in a
Yeah.
way. So that's hopefully fun. That's my hat in the ring.
We'll see.
Okay.
And we already have a nomination for Raiders of the North Sea. Which
Oh,
I would love to
Raiders.
see.
That's an idea.
Yeah.
Stephen, is Raiders
Yeah.
a 2-player game, or can it be played 2-player?
What Toshi, what tree are you talking about? What was that in reference to?
Oh, we got more bits.
Travis is giving us more bits.
We're up to 117 off
Okay,
of
so
Lobster, though.
yeah, Stephen says Raiders can be played 2-player. So do you mind that being?
The sports
I don't mind
tree?
that at all. That sounds fun.
Yeah. Toshi knows me well.
Oh yeah. Don't
Toshi
bark
knows
up the
me.
sports tree.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, John.
Anyway, you going to mute me?
Have a pleasant evening. Yep.
Good night, everybody.
All right.
You've only played that 2-player. Okay.
Okay.
More bits. You guys, you've each surpassed 100 bits by a chunk
Yeah, Lobster of Revenge is bit master right now.
at 158.
Yep.
And Travis was at 140. What? I heard the bit noise. I don't see it happening.
Yeah, that was weird. Delayed reaction.
We'll
or
see
something.
if that shows up.
Oh, there it goes.
There we are.
51. Lobster is
Bitmaster.
Space Jump.
Yeah, Steve, check it out. Because you're falling down on the job, my friend.
All right, Amanda, do you want to... John, don't forget all your games.
Yeah, don't forget
Your many,
kids.
many games. We're going to have to play Black Orchestra at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
I
wanna
want
kill
to try
Hitler.
and kill Hitler. That
Can we
sounds like
have
fun.
a Kill Hitler night?
Oh, yeah. Well, they can't hear you because you're
Whoa!
not mic'd. Oh, okay. Steve, there you go then.
1,000
Steve
bits
just put
from
in
Steve.
1,000 bits.
Sing, eat it, Travis. You know, he's our buddy.
Okay then. Steve likes being Bitmaster.
But
I mean,
I
who won the
respect it.
Bit War last time? Like 3 weeks ago? I think it was Steve.
I think it was Steve. Yeah.
I can't remember.
Thank you for playing, John.
All right,
It's good times.
Lobster of Revenge concedes. So it's now
Surrender.
between Travis and Steve.
Yeah, I would feel personally attacked too, Travis. I was feeling personally attacked earlier in this game, but that's definitely an actual personal attack. All right.
So that was his move.
So here's my proposal, Andy,
Yes.
because it is 9:30 and
we're
I
down
have
to
to
2
work
players.
tomorrow, and we're down to 2 players. Here's my proposal. We see if what round are we in right now?
We are in round 17. At the
let's
very last
see
turn of round 17.
If by round 13 for Friday the 13th,
Oh, good call.
if I hit the Crystal Cavern as a card, or like I have to get the Crystal Shard, and I don't even know how to do that.
You get Agra.
Yeah, okay. If I hit Olgra,
Yeah.
and get the Crystal Shard.
It could happen, I suppose. You're going to have to start really hitting
Well,
every
I mean,
space.
I've put a bunch into the bottom of
Yeah.
the deck at this point. So like Labyrinth, we don't actually know where it is in the deck at this
Yeah.
point because I have shipped cards
It's
to the bottom of
moved.
the deck. So we'll see if by round 13 I hit Ogre.
For Friday the 13th.
And
like
if I
it.
do, I'll try a bunch of speed tests
It's
all at
Kara's
once
move.
and see what happens. Does that sound...
Sure.
Yeah, it was definitely Steve who won last time.
5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, because I'm not...
1, 2, 3, 4. Garthim. Okay. Draw a card.
Snapdragon. Test Brawn against a D6.
Pass the D6. Who has...
Well, they're together. If
Yeah.
I pass the D6, if I pass Fizzgig to Kira,
I rolled a
Kira's
6
D8.
just for your information.
That's fantastic. 7.
7 is higher than 6. You win.
It is indeed. So if I win, I discard the card.
Okay.
So that's what I mean. I have been, like, when I fight a creature as opposed to a place,
So now
I've been
it's
putting it at the bottom.
16. And it is Skeksil's turn.
Yep.
Not Emperor. So draw.
I am still
Minion Surge.
Emperor.
So I'm just
Yeah,
going to start
I
throwing
couldn't
stuff
step
at
to
you.
1,000 bits.
This one.
I don't watch enough ads.
Or spend real life money.
So I did do a fair amount of bit mining.
This
at
guy
one
is
point.
attacking you.
Oh,
That's a 12
that's not okay.
against...
My brawn is an 8 at the moment. Well, it's an 8 and a 4. So
I rolled a 3.
Thank you. I mean, that was an 8 right there. So.
Okay. That was the first part of a minion surge, though.
But that means
So-
he goes back to the nest.
Oh, you defeated him. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I did.
So he goes back to the nest.
He goes. Where's the?
Right here.
Right here.
Yep.
So. he's gonna-
Garthim.
yeah, you haven't been bit mining. You haven't been hitting those ads for that
move this
alcoholic
Garthim.
water.
Can I have the D4?
Have I told you about the alcoholic water, Travis?
One,
It's like a water
three,
ad, like
4.
one of those like spring water, like the
And then it's
purest
my
water.
move. I'll roll a
Drink it and have
D6.
fun with your friends.
5.
But it's booze.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You've just been hanging on to those. You've been like
Gen's turn.
Jen.
Jen.
It's
sorry.
J.
Jen.
There's no question here. It's not like GIF
not-
or GIF.
It's just
It's
J.
a J.
J
It is-
for Jen.
There is no hard J.
Okay.
Okay. So Jen's gonna move. God, there's a lot on this side of the board. I don't like it.
9.
9 though gets me a
1,
fair
2,
amount.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I guess I'm going to that space.
Yeah, I think you're going there. Good to know.
The Great Plains, no effect. Leave this card on the space.
Okay, so there's some
Out
planes
it
there.
goes.
And now it is Skek-ung,
3, 4, 5, 6.
who is the Emperor.
9.
So draw 2 cards. Well, crystal bats are going to attack you. It is a D6 wit check.
Oops.
Oh, wait. These crystal bats are different.
Yeah, they're different crystal bats.
Well, it's still going to be, is that a D6 or a D8? It's a D8 wit check.
Fine. I get a D10 and a D8.
I rolled a 2.
I also rolled a 2.
Well, I think that means you win.
Yeah. I mean, I rolled a 6 with the D8, so
Okay.
I win.
So that was the thing. Now he moves. He's going to drag his 2 Garthim with him. 4. 1, 2,
Gen? Yeah,
3,
but it's not going to be Gen,
4.
is the thing. That's my point, is it's not going to be Gen.
So here's a question for you, Amanda. The moat has a different shaped space. Does that mean that you don't draw a card there? That's something we'll have to research.
I think so. Like, that's where I would enter into
Yeah.
the action on that,
Yeah.
I think, is to go into the castle.
So it is Kira's turn now.
Kira's going to move.
12.
My goodness.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I guess there. Yeah.
Okay. Draw a card.
Encounter a ambushed. Test speed versus D10. So
D10, please.
D10, and I get a D12.
I rolled a 3.
It's a speed test, and I get extra speed. I got a 2.
All right. So, but you still have Gen speed,
Yep.
right?
I do
'Cause you're
still have
teamed
Gen
up?
speed because we're teamed up.
What's Gen speed?
Well, it confers D12 to Kira and Jen if
Oh,
they move as a group.
okay.
So I get to roll the D12 another time.
1.
That was not me actually meaning to roll it. It rolled out of my hand.
Yeah.
But I got a 1.
That was a Friday
so
the 13th roll. It bounced out of your hand and
I
rolled a 1.
don't have a speed on either of those.
So you could pay a will to roll a D20. It would have to be Kira that would spend it because it's Kira's turn.
I will. I mean, they're at their max right now, so I'm going to do it.
You just need to roll higher than a 3. 15 is higher than a
it
3.
That wins.
Yeah.
Success, leave the card on the space. If in a group, you are also waylaid.
On a success?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that's annoying.
So
Actually,
as
can I see
Emperor-
that for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, a failure is testing brawn against a D20. So either way, that's horrible.
So maybe you should have accepted the 1. That's why it rolled that 1. It was like, you want to fail this.
But no, then you test brawn against a D20.
Oh.
And if you succeed, you discard, but if you fail, you lose 2 willpower and leave the card on the space.
But you wouldn't get waylaid and split apart.
It's true.
You want to try it?
Yeah, I guess I'll
Okay.
give it a go.
All right.
It's brawn against a D20.
Yeah.
Ugh, that's horrible.
11.
I mean, I can't beat that with just the D8, but I could do it with a D8 and a D4 maybe? Or 2 D6s. I mean, either way, it's a 12 total
Yeah.
max, so. It's an 11, so it's a tie.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
There's no
Yeah, okay. So what happens if you beat the brawn?
Success, discard the card.
Okay.
So it doesn't stay there,
All right. Things are going faster now
I guess.
because there's only 2 of us playing.
Yeah, I know.
So that was the end of the round. We are down to 15.
Okay.
And I just want to show this off because I don't know if it was obvious when we started playing. But if I go to the close-up camera, this is the clock that we're counting down on.
Yeah.
And you can see on this side, it's got what turn we're on. We started up here at turn 23.
The chick's gone? That is sad.
Oh, no chick emote. Oh well. If we become Twitch partners, we'll make a chick emote for you, okay?
Hold on.
Are you looking to see if any of the people that you subscribe to have a chick?
I definitely don't have a chick, but I do have this.
Chicken!
It's a chicken dinner.
Chicken dinner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Anyways, what I was saying is, this is the clock, and on this side, it shows what turn you're on. But because it's Augra's like device, as it turns, you can see here
Different planets,
the sun's.
the conjunction happens.
Yeah. And of course, at the end of the game,
The great conjunction
the
comes.
great conjunction, when single shines the triple sun,
What was sundered and undone.
shall be whole, the two made one, by Gelfling hand, or else by none. So we were on 15, I believe.
Yes.
All right. So back to the board, and it is Skeksil's turn.
Yeah, ties do count as a win for the active player.
Minion Surge. I'll grab this one.
Sure. I'm sorry, Travis.
Can I have the red die?
It is legitimately the closest I have, I think. Let me look through my emotes. I am subbed to a bunch of people, so
1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'll send him over here.
I have this adorable puppy.
Minion surge continues. Garthim.
I have an adorable beaver.
I'll grab that same one.
Let's see, what does...
1. Haha! I attack myself. Fine.
I have Spot the dog.
12 versus
I have a goat.
3d12. I think I'm losing. 9 versus
Trinket.
1, 2, 12. Okay.
I have a
So
kitty,
that Gartham
and a
is defeated.
corgi.
Goes back here. And I get to move. 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll go over here. Amanda, it is Jen's turn.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm attempting to do all my cute animal emotes.
Oh, you're putting all this stuff into one emote?
Yeah. I have a lurking cat.
I'm actually really liking the aesthetics of this game.
Yeah, the aesthetics are beautiful. It started super rough.
Yeah, I think
That was a
now
rough
that we're
time.
past that rough patch, it feels like things
It feels
are a
more
little more
even. It was mostly that it started. There were all those minion surges all in a row. I rolled a bunch of ones.
Yeah.
And then felt like I wasn't getting to do anything right away.
But the fact that you got the Landstriders so early in the game and that Kira got them.
Yeah, that
Like,
Kira,
what happens if Jen gets the
They
Landstriders?
stay in that space until.
Oh, look at all the aminals.
I have some really cute animals. Yeah.
I see a cat loaf.
There's actually there's 2 cat there's 3.
Yeah.
Because there's the lurking cat, and there's the cat loaf, and then there's the cat hug, which goes with the dog hug, the Seamus hug. But there's actually a corgi hug that goes on the other side of it that Calamity Jamie has. And they hug together. I have a bunch of different
I'm really
hearts,
liking
too.
the Kirby's worshipping our shield.
I
That's
do like that. That's good.
quality.
It's good times.
Good stuff.
And I have Trinket,
Oh, okay. That's
Trinket's the
Trinket
bear with the armor on.
Yeah, yeah.
because
You're a Critical Role follower.
because I follow Geek and Sundry.
So
Well,
for
I
those
sub
of
to
you
Geek and Sundry.
watching on YouTube, sorry you can't
There's
see
a bunch
any
of
of these
emotes.
awesome emotes. If you were watching us live, you'd get to see them.
We're watching our VOD.
Yeah. Sorry, YouTubers. We
Yeah.
try to provide you with quality content. All right.
so
yeah, it's Jen's turn.
Oh, it's Jen's turn. So Jen's gonna move.
Land striding.
So I'm actually doing a little bit of card counting right now.
Actually, Amanda,
Yeah.
do you think you'd have a better chance of hitting an empty spot if you rolled a
Yeah.
lower die?
You know what? That's probably a good idea. I'm gonna
Like,
roll a d6.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think a d6 will get you to an empty spot faster.
Release the Kraken.
Ooh, yeah.
2. That's bad either way.
Yeah, it's me or me with extra buddies.
Fight the Chamberlain.
I believe if you defeat me, you encounter the space.
Okay.
If you are defeated, you do not encounter the space.
So this is a wit. What's your wit?
My wit
12?
is d12. And I can use my maddening whimper to roll a d20, which I'm probably going to do.
What's your brawn?
My brawn is a d8, and Skek Zok also has a d8 brawn, so he helps me not at all.
All right. I am going to do a wit test
Okay.
because I have a couple of things that can help me with wit.
Okay. So I get a d12 on my wit check.
And I'm doing a d8 and a d10.
Okay.
Am I adding for this?
Well, I rolled a 2. I think
I got a
you
5
rolled
on
a
that
5.
one, so yeah.
You defeated me.
I did.
Lose a will, and I didn't have the scepter. and I
Wait,
would have lost.
please. Wait, please.
Make
Peace.
friend.
So
Now you encounter the space.
Let's see. Yep. I'm just checking.
Okay.
Attacking. Facing a creature. Da, 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 da.
Travis, where are you getting all these awesome emotes?
Those are all general emotes.
Those are all general?
Yeah.
Like that weird Pikachu thing?
The Pikachu, maybe not. Let me look. Oh, actually, I can. Hold on.
What?
POK, Masked Pika.
I guess.
Like, that's the name of the
Oh.
thing. So you can sometimes tell whose it is based on, like, when you hover over it.
Right, right.
All right. So I didn't need to use any of my bonuses for that. It doesn't
No.
really say.
It's in movement, not in attacking. Go to the movement section.
Move.
If you land on an enemy.
Yeah, it says the moat space outside the Crystal Castle. You never draw world cards here.
Okay, that makes sense. It's not a world space. So also, the crystal bats couldn't find you there.
Yeah.
Just a blind spot
why would
right
they need
outside
to,
the
yeah.
castle.
Oh, it might be a prime thing.
Ah.
Maybe.
Because I have prime,
If you
but you do
defeat
not.
the enemy and there are no world cards, draw a world card and follow its instructions.
Okay, then.
The Curse Forest. Test wit versus a d6.
I'll roll a d6.
My wit on that is a 10 and an 8.
I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 9 and a 1. Well, we'll take the 9.
Yeah.
Run with it. So I win. Success, leave the card on this space.
There we go.
Okay.
All right, that was Jen's turn.
That was Jen's turn.
It is now the Emperor's turn.
Ah,
Emperor
me!
Skek-Ung.
I am Emperor!
Minion Surge or Crystal Bats?
Ugh, those both suck.
I'm going to do the Crystal Bats. It's a D12 wit check with
Ick.
this Crystal Bats.
Fine.
10.
It's a 9 and an 8. So if we're doing the add, not the
Then you
thing,
beat it, yeah.
Is a wit check?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so Crystal Bats failed. If they spotted you, then I could teleport a
Yeah,
a thing in and
I
attack
just
you.
find it really frustrating to have the advantage thing because there are some rolls that you're never going to be able to beat.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. Yeah.
That is the end of Skek-Ung, and it is... Oh, no, I haven't moved.
Yeah.
I haven't moved. I'm moving with all my Gartham, my entourage. Dun, dun, dun. Slowly moving towards you.
All right.
Now, it is Kira's turn.
Kira wants to get the heck out of there.
Probably.
Kira's going to roll a d. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kira's going to roll a d6. See what happens. It's a 4. Yeah, I
Encounter
already
that,
have that.
or nothing.
Ugh, that's annoying.
The
Nothing
planes are
happens on the
nothing.
planes. I'm going to go to
Yeah.
the planes.
Okay. And that is the end of the round. We're on round 14. It's back to Skek.
One more round for me to hopefully meet Augra.
Yeah. So first, draw a card. Feed on slave. Roll a I can gain something here. I got a 12, so I get one more
Willpower.
willpower.
Where's all the Emperor's willpower? Oh, it's over here. I was like, why does he have no willpower? It's because it was still over where John was sitting.
There we go. And now I move.
Yep.
D6, please.
You're all by your lonesome.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll go over there. And Jen.
Jen's turn. Ugh.
Thinking about which way to go. If you roll a d4.
I'm going to roll a d4 because then the 4 is the only one that really gets me in trouble.
3, 4.
Yeah. And the deep wood is a wit test versus a d8. So what's that one? That's the cursed forest.
The cursed forest is a test wits versus d6.
Well, it's a 2. So put me on the empty space near Ogre's place.
Maybe you discover Ogre near Ogre's place?
Nah, it's a young Nebri. I'm going to test brawn versus a d6. Please. Yeah. Would you please roll a d6, Andy?
Yes.
I'm going to roll a d8 for Kira.
3.
4.
Okay.
So, yeah, I win. Discard this card.
Oh, okay. Back to the bottom.
Creatures always go to the bottom. Places stay out on the
Now
board.
it's the Emperor's turn. Skek-Ung, Minion Surge, or Gartham. I'm going to do the Minion Surge because that gives me more stuff to do. I'll grab one of the Gartham from inside the
Hanging
castle.
out.
Can I grab a d4? 1, 2, 3, 4. And next, Gartham. Two. 1, 2. Does not become part of my entourage, but it's kind of close to me.
Not yet.
And then I roll a d4 to move. 2. 1, 2 to the cursed forest, or 1, 2. Now I've got 3 Gartham. Or no, I have to fight it, don't I? If I land on it, I'm not controlling
Yeah,
it.
because it's not considered in control
Yeah,
of you.
so
Then
I'm
you
going
have
to
to
go
go
to
do
the cursed forest. Test wit versus d6. Do you want to roll a d6?
Sure.
My wit is d8. Gartham, do not help me
Yeah,
with
they
a
have
wit
no
check.
wit. It's a 4. And
I got a 4,
You
so
win.
I win. Okay. Success, leave this card.
Yeah. That's how it got there.
And Kira.
Kira! God, this is horrible.
I want there to be Gartham figures.
A 2 is horrible. Well, a 2's okay on the Great Plains. I just don't get to do anything.
If anybody from River Horse is watching, and
I'm gonna do a D4.
know you're probably not, but if you are, please produce figures
want
for
Gartham
all
figures.
the like the slaves.
I want the Podlings.
and
I want the
two
other Skeksis.
and the Gartham.
2.
2.
I guess the Plains.
Okay.
I don't
Not
get to do
fighting
anything.
with me.
No.
Okay. All right. So that is the end of the round.
Yeah.
We are at
13.
the 13. Do you want to call it?
Let's do this round
Okay.
and see what happens. If Ogre's not in the next
Skeksil first.
couple of cards, then
Lose 1 will point. Then put this card back in the deck and shuffle it. So, just
What
so
card is that?
That's That's
it's
why
just
I odd. See,
that's fantastic.
it's me being attacked with the crystal shard. My hand. So, yep, I odd, and I lose a willpower, and then I get to move. Luckily, I just ate a slave, so I gained some will. Where am I? I'm over there. I'm going to roll a d4.
Okay.
One. Well, that didn't get me to you, but it got me closer to you. And now it is Jen's turn. Jen.
Yeah. Jen's going to roll. I
1,
need
2,
options.
3.
Is the thing.
Okay, so you're going to roll a higher number?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and roll a d12. I'm going to roll a d8 and see where it gets me.
Okay, let's see where it gets you.
Because the 9, like a 9 gets me to the opposite side of the board from
Yep.
wherever I am, so. Yeah, shuffle it. It doesn't just go on the bottom. The deck's shuffled.
Because I... Wait.
The
Because of the Then put this card back into the deck and shuffle it. You're quite right. Sorry.
You even read that out loud. 6. Cliffs. 1, 2.
Empty.
Yeah, empty space so I can encounter a card.
Okay.
Rot fungi. Test wit versus d10. Well, I have a D10 and a D8, so will you roll for the fungi and I'll roll the D8 and see what happens?
It's Toad.
It is.
8.
8.
You win.
Don't even need to roll my second die.
All right, so what happens?
Success, discard the card.
Okay.
It's a thing, not a place.
Okay.
Okay.
And the Emperor draws 2 cards and chooses one. I have Crystal Bats or Arg. Well, I'm not going to hurt myself. So that's going on the bottom. Crystal Bats. This is a D12 Crystal Bat attack. So
Ew.
I'm going to roll a D12.
Yes.
3.
3. Was that wit?
It's a wit check, yes. 10.
It's a 10.
Nice. Good rolling. All right, so you defeated the Crystal Bats.
Yes, I did.
Now I move.
Yep.
I have my entourage with me. 1. I'm gonna turn around and turn these guys around, and we're all coming towards you.
Fantastic.
And it is the last turn of the game because we
Roll an
decided artificially that we were going to end
Yeah.
it today.
Because we
on
gotta
Kira.
go home. So
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
sure.
Okay. Is it Agra?
It is not. It is an adult Nebri.
Oh, okay.
So test Brawn versus a D8. So D8 and a D8. Nebri first. 2. 4.
4. Okay.
So success, we discard it. So yeah, I did not get to Ogra.
I feel like once we got past that rough patch at the beginning where you were rolling a
Rough
bunch
patch
of
was
ones,
really tough.
it got a little
that was
easier
very
for you.
demoralizing.
But there's a couple of cards where you want to read the whole card through, because sometimes failing early in the card is not catastrophic.
Not a horrible idea. Yeah.
Because there was that one where if you succeed, you get waylaid. That was nasty.
Better
So
to take the loss.
Here's our advice. Read the whole card
Yeah.
before you decide what you're doing.
So let's see. Crystal Bat,
Okay?
Creeping Vines,
Okay.
Murky Waters,
Wow, she was way down there.
Swamp of the Black River, another Crystal Bat, Slave Podlings Camp. She must have been the bottom card.
Yeah.
Black River. This is like I was way down.
And it gets harder and
Wall of
harder as you
Destiny.
go to find empty spaces.
Agra's Observatory. Yeah.
Yeah, she was way down there.
Yeah. I wouldn't have hit
But
her.
we did have 13 more turns to go because we started at 23.
And I hadn't hit Spotted. And I hadn't hit a swarm of crystal bats. But I
Swarm of
had
crystal
hit
bats.
Cheftus the Deceiver.
So she was third
She
from
was
the bottom.
third from the bottom. Yeah. So,
Well,
but I think being able to adjust the number of rounds definitely helps with that sort of
yes.
thing.
So the
If
adjustments you
we
can
had
make to
played
difficulty,
full,
just like in
I think
Labyrinth,
that would have helped.
you can play without your special cards,
Yep.
which we never really used.
But they can. So the thing is,
Here's Skek Ok and Skek
This-
Zok.
is a wit test, but Kira's card is a speed buff. And all of the tests inside the castle
Yeah,
until the last are
our speed.
tests.
So you want to hang on to that.
So you want
until
to
you're
have
in the
Kira's
castle.
card for the castle because you want to be able to make use of that. There were some nasty cards near the bottom there. That was like the crystal bats and a swarm of crystal bats and so on.
Yeah, the
like,
fact that you got
so
the
nasty.
Strider so early in the game
Thank
made
you.
things easier for you.
Yeah, the Landstrider early made things a lot easier because I got to make use of the extra movement.
So,
a
folks
lot.
in chat, did everybody get to see the figures that Amanda made? Because
Yeah, I don't know if
that
everyone
Amanda
was here when I
finished
showed them
painting
off
this
early.
morning. Let's show them off one more time before we shut down for the night.
Sure.
I'm gonna zoop. So we'll start here.
Night Lobster Revenge.
Good night. I'm gonna just show. Oh, I have to sort of tilt that up because glare.
Yeah.
But here is Skek Ung,
The Gartham Master.
the Gartham Master that Amanda did. Just the detail that you got into these figures is just utterly unbelievable. I love the detail that you got on them. So that's Skek-Ung.
Yep.
And then we've got Skek-Sil, the Chamberlain.
I feel like I need more baggies.
Here's Skek-Sil. I love that. God, it looks like just a mirror image that is so perfect.
Thank you.
So good. If you want to pass Jen, Kira. Here's Jen, where Amanda was talking earlier about the fact that Jen has blue highlights.
Yeah, he has blue highlights in his hair.
You can really see that
He's
she
so
got the blue
trendy.
highlights. Yeah. Looks so good. I know you want to put a little bit more.
I want to put some
gloss
shine
on
on
the
there,
crystal
yeah.
shard.
Andy, can I have the...
Later, Travis.
Can I
Have
have
a good
the
night.
Emperor token?
Oh, sure. There you go. And here's the minion deck.
Thank you.
And finally, we'll show off Kira. I wonder if these illustrations are by Brian Froud, who did the character design.
It might have been. They're really pretty.
There's Kira. Your copy of Santorini, Steve, is downstairs behind the counter, and it says Steven on it. So
Yeah.
just come on
It is
in
here
and pick
waiting
it up in
for
the
you.
Abington store when you have an opportunity. Unfortunately, I'm afraid somebody got paint on all the figures.
Yeah, I'm really sorry.
They're not bland anymore. And here's all the Skeksis. Dun, 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 dun. I would like to play a full game of this.
So
and I
would
feel
I.
like, yes, there are going to be times where you're totally, the dice kill you.
You're hosed,
Like,
yeah.
obviously, this was a Friday the 13th game.
Yeah.
And
The dice were very unhappy with me.
yeah.
Especially
it started
early
out
on.
awful, and I'm sorry, Amanda,
It was just,
that
it was
so hard.
it's demoralizing to roll one that many times.
Yeah. It's like Will Wheaton snuck in and touched
And
your
touched
dice.
on my dice. Wheaton!
But, oh, do you want to put this under? Yeah.
Yeah.
But once you got the Landstrider and we're moving pretty well,
Landstrider made
and
things
going back,
easier.
and you definitely want to go back to the winds or the Stone
At
Vale
least
and rest.
once. Yeah, once you've teamed up with the other Gelfling,
Yeah.
you want to go back there and take a rest.
Especially if you're playing the longer game and have the time to rest.
What was your favorite part? Me getting hosed? Because we might have to have some words there, my friend.
No, I think he's saying that his favorite part was how bland the figures looked before they got paint on them.
I'm sorry. I know the blandness was a real selling point of the game. But now they're like, there's all this paint on them. They're really colorful.
So, Amanda.
Yeah. Yes, chat delay. Yeah, I looked up. I was like,
Yeah. There is definitely a lag on
Excuse
the
me?
chat. So, Amanda,
yes.
you are almost completely done with Dark Crystal.
Yeah. They're like a
So
couple
you're
of little
painting
details.
Wasteland Express figures now.
Wasteland Express is next. So
What are you going to do when you're done with Wasteland Express? Because we're not going to get more figures until May. I guess
Wasteland
that May
Express
is
is
not
going to
that
take.
far off.
So here's the thing.
Yeah. You want to show off
It
some
is
Wasteland
mid-April.
Express figures?
And right now, what I have done for Wasteland Express are the Raider trucks, which are these little jerks,
I'm going to switch cameras again.
and a base coat on him.
Just the beginning of a base coat on him.
This is
So the scale is really
scale's really weird.
on these guys. He's also just a weird figure.
yeah, he's just a
This
really
is
weird dude.
the ultimate bad guy in Wasteland Express,
He's a Grand Emperor Torque.
Torque. And he's basically fused with this truck.
It's a car. He's like got this like funny car.
It's got a car.
There is actually a matte purple car that looks like that drives up and down Quincy Shore Drive in the summer. So.
But does it have a guy stuck in
It
its
does
trunk?
not have any spikes or guys fused to the hood.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got the base coat done on him. So
There's
now it's a
obviously
matter
some detail work to do.
of detail work in his chest, his torso.
And you started
needs-
putting some paint on the school bus.
The school bus basically just has the yellow.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. The scale on the rest of these is so tiny.
Yeah.
Really, really bitty. Check that out. That's
And
so
there's
small.
6 trucks.
Yeah, there are 6 cars.
So she's got 6 trucks to go, and she's got to finish work on that guy. So that'll probably.
Grand Emperor Torque.
You can't even see it because it's just primed.
But they're so tiny. You can tell how small they are.
Yeah.
They're really, really tiny. So the
They're
scale on
smaller
them.
than the size of your thumb.
Yeah, the scale on them is, and they're like the width of my pinky, basically. Like not those guys, but all of the player, like the PC trucks. Like this is IGAT's. IGAT is like a shed on a flatbed truck, and it is literally smaller than my pinky.
Yeah.
Like if you made a tube around my pinky, that could fit into it perfectly
No
fine.
problem. Yeah.
It's really, really tiny. So the scale work and the detail work on them is requiring a level of like attention to detail and detail brushwork that is a lot higher than anything I've done before.
Yeah.
Which on one hand is like, oh my god, my eyes are gonna cross. But on the other hand is an exciting
interesting
challenge.
Yeah.
Because I haven't worked with something on that scale before, and that's new and different, and I'm excited to do it. And the Raider trucks, I think I'm pretty proud of.
They're pretty much done with those guys.
The Raider trucks are pretty much done, yeah. The one thing I really want to fix is the Bonesaw logo. It looks sort of like a sad ET right now. I did manage to get the 9.9 to my my satisfaction, but Bonesaw looks like a Muppet, basically. Yeah, the one on Quincy Shore Drive obviously needs, like they've done some nice work restoring it. Now they need to add a dude fused to the hood and some spikes.
Yep.
I don't know what their problem is that they haven't done that.
Anyways, Wasteland Express, you've got some painting to do.
So Wasteland Express, I have some painting to do. I fully
And,
expect that this will take my time.
We still have some.
I still have tons of talisman figures.
Yeah.
Like there are a bunch that I saved because they required a skill level that I didn't feel like I was up to when I started. So I've sort of held them aside. Specifically, things like there's like the Ascended, and she has like all this golden like froth around her. That's supposed to be like a cloud, like a golden cloud around her. There's that the guy with the flames, because he actually has it's lit up on the side of his robe where the flames are. So there are things that I was not, I wasn't up to. I when I started painting and when I was using my talisman figures as my learning figures, the figures that I would learn a new skill on, there were definitely ones that I wanted done really well that I knew I didn't have the skill level for when I started to get them to look the way I wanted them to look. Now I feel like I'm more up to them. So those definitely are what I would look to sort of fill space. But Wasteland Express is going to keep me busy for a while. There's a lot of really fine detail work that I need to pay attention to on these to get them looking good. Because there's a lot of detail on the trucks. And for reference, I only have one side of them. The card that comes with each character only has like one. The truck is sort of angled, so you get like one side of it. So yeah, that'll keep me busy well until Wasteland Warfare comes out, because that's May.
All right, so I'm
That
putting
ships.
together a streaming survey.
Sure.
What game should we play on Friday night, the 20th of April? So Stephen had said one of
Raiders of the North Sea.
Raiders? Okay.
Let's put Raiders in there. I want to check something.
I recently picked up the new Magic Duel decks. So,
We're gonna have a Magic stream.
yeah,
Like,
but they're probably not going to play the dual decks.
yeah.
Anyways, other two-player compatible games, because it probably will be just the two of us.
Well, if we have Century Golem Edition,
We could actually
somewhere,
have Andrew Kelby might be joining us.
so we may have 3 players.
We may have 3 players.
Do we have any Century Golem?
We're sold out.
Okay, I wasn't sure if we came.
Yeah.
If any came back with us.
Some did, and they sold.
Okay, they were gone. What else did we bring back with us that we didn't get a chance to play?
What was that pie thing?
Pie Town?
Pie Town? Is that 2-player?
I
Or
will
does
have
it
to look it
2
up.
players as an option? And well, obviously there's the big complicated game that I bought, but we're probably not going to play that on
We
stream.
can't
Not
play Anachrony
on
for
a
a
Friday stream.
night stream. Pie Town does have a 2-player. Someone who was in the booth was saying it was like their current favorite game.
Okay, Pie Town.
I knew nothing about it.
We finally have Sagrada back in stock. We played that on
True.
stream during the
That was
marathon,
during
but
the
that was
marathon.
long before we had a nice looking stream.
Yeah, we could do Sagrada.
Sagrada?
Anachrony. Yeah, Anachrony Andy bought during PAX because
Well,
it's-
Steven was there when I was
Yeah.
talking to folks about it. I can't wait to play it.
It looks really cool,
So,
but definitely
okay.
not a Friday night stream.
I have finished reading through all the directions to Anachrony. I haven't finished punching out all the bits because there's a lot of bits, and I'm going to have to separate stuff out into... It comes with like 20
Sort of like
little baggies
all
to
the
put
bits
all
that
your
we
stuff
got
in.
tonight.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for all the bits. So I'm really looking forward to Anachrony.
Yeah,
and even more so now that I realize that one of the 2 Kickstarter goal expansions that are
Is
in the box is the the Chronobots. And the Chronobots are a way to play it as a single-player game.
Oh,
It's
cool.
basically, the Chronobots are another faction, besides the 4 factions in the game,
Gotcha.
that run themselves. So you can play one person against the Chronobots.
Yeah.
So, yay,
Yeah, a
one
bonus
player
stream.
in an
This
emergency.
is definitely a bonus stream game.
Yeah.
So if we get a day that we should plan it, Steve.
Yeah.
We'll chat, the 3 of us, about a good day when we can all like sit down and really spend a good chunk of time on
Yeah,
it.
unfortunately,
So-
I would say next Monday because you have that off, but we have a project.
plans. We have
Yeah.
a project with our
So we
my
can't
family.
do anything
So
that Monday. But we'll find a time when we can get together and
we'll come up with a time when we can do that.
Anachrony
Yeah.
bonus stream. In the meantime, I think this is the survey. Raiders, Pie Town, Sagrada.
Yeah.
I am going to post that in the chat. Give me a couple of seconds here. Zoop. Copy. Copy link. So you'll see Thanatos in the chat. That's me. Hi, guys. And I'm going to post that in there. I will also post it in the regular places that I post things. So you'll see it in the Discord. You'll see it on Facebook. But if you want to vote right now, you can. And I suspect I know what Steven's going to vote for, since it was his suggestion. Anyways,
Yeah, I'd like to play Raiders, honestly. But
yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like it looks like a really cool game, and
Yeah.
I want to try it out. Anyways, Amanda, I'm
oh,
so
do
glad you're
you?
finished.
I mean, out of what the
I have
options are,
suspicion. You know, I could be wrong.
You could, just for the sake of showing us, vote for something else.
Completely other.
It's up to you. We would never know. I mean, we'd know.
Anyways, that gives you
Anyhow.
a sampling of what the Dark Crystal game is like.
Yeah.
House rule it however you want to make it more entertaining for yourself.
Yep.
Or just play with the base rules, which is a challenge.
Yeah, it is definitely a challenge.
And yeah, thank you everybody for joining us. I think that
Cool.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And
I had a good time.
yeah, we will see you
Aside
next
from
week.
being super salty at the beginning.
Yeah, well,
I feel it was justified.
yeah. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Have a pleasant evening, and we'll see you next week.
Yes.
Bye.
Tiebreaker.